Like a jerk, I went to the Star Wars re-release. Have any of you nerds ever seen a Could you pick a out of a police lineup? If I had a and a donut and a mop, could you tell me the difference between these things? Because the day you actually see one, you're going to throw that stormtrooper cookie jar right out the window. You're going to go, what was I thinking about? I go, I don't know. We've been trying to tell you about it for years.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmonds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that.
Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about... It's the Bob and Tom Show.
I always heard that his herb was top shelf. I just could not wait to find out for myself.
Don't knock it till you've tried it. Well, I've tried it, my friend. And I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I learned a hard lesson in a small Texas town.
He fired up a fat boy and he passed him around.
The last words I spoke before they tucked me in.
I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I'll never smoke
weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I hopped on his old bus, the Honeysuckle Road.
The party was Vegas, it was after the show.
Alone in the front lounge, just me and him.
With one parting puff, Grim Creeper sat in. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
Now we're passing the guitar, telling good jokes.
I know one's a-coming 'cause I'm smelling smoke.
No, I do not partake. I just let it pass by.
With a smile on my face and a great contact high. I'll never smoke weed, Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
In the fetal position, with drool on my chin.
I messed up and smoked weed with Willie again.
How about you? Yes, it's the Bob and Tom Show. The reports of my death are greatly exaggerated. Or something like that. Is that what Mark Twain?
Famously, yes.
Yeah.
Once again, you had surgery and you had your gallbladder slurped out,
Yes.
and you had it made into a smoothie.
Oh, kind of like a placenta.
Yeah,
Like
enough of the distaff side of things. What do guys do?
why don't they
Drink their gallbladder.
Instead of drying the placenta out and putting that powder into in pills, why don't they just chop it up and put it
in a blender?
Yeah, put it in a smoothie.
I'm sure there's some woman
I think they've done that.
yoga pants that did that.
I think they fry it up like scrambled eggs.
Yeah, he's right.
Some onions,
Placenta omelets.
some old cheddar in there.
Wow, I hope you're enjoying your morning.
Hi, Christy.
You want to wash it off, though, in case
Hi.
it's, loose stool.
Hi, Pat Godwin. There he is. There's Jeff Hoskey. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We opened up with a little something that was done in the studio with Toby Keith and Scotty Emmerich, and you may have heard that Toby is suffering from stomach cancer, and And so he's doing well, though, and he expects to be going back out on tour coming soon. So our best going out to Toby Keith, and he's always a great guy. He's got a nice foundation out there, but dealing with a pretty serious situation right now. So our best goes out to Toby Keith. Now, coming up, interestingly enough, we do have some very unusual marijuana news. The cannabis always seems to be in the news, and today is no exception.
And we do have our very own marijuana expert at the marijuana desk.
Who are you guys talking about?
Wilbur Griswold.
Yeah, man, I know what I'm talking about.
That's right. That's
Little
right.
sticky icky, little ooh-wee, little tie stick.
Ooh-wee.
And we were trying to figure out tie stick. Is it a myth? Is it real?
No. And I don't care if she gets mad or not. The one in the room says, "Oh no, it's real."
It's real.
Yeah, that's
What the hell is
This
that?
is the kind of stuff you learn when you grow up in a trailer court. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Our pal wrote in, said, "Hello, weirdos and Christy." Very nice. Started using cannabis back in the 70s. Tie stick was real. Weed wrapped around a stick and dipped in hash oil. Jeff and Willie, the 70s were a great time to be a stoner.
Wow.
I could go on for hours about the pot from different countries, different flavor and effect. Tom, I'm not a boomer stoner, but I've never stopped partaking. Steve in Lower, Slower, Delaware.
All right.
And we have this comment.
And I never
not here.
let it be
Oh,
clear I
Dave.
did not partake. I just saw it.
No, it
was
doesn't sound
around.
like it. It doesn't sound like it at all. No,
No,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
at
I
all.
get it.
That
No.
wasn't my thing.
Okay.
was it?
Now, but we do have international cannabis news. And I have noticed that apparently the term marijuana is no longer apparently politically correct.
What is it? Weed?
Why is that?
I thought it was tree.
Cannabis?
I thought they
Right.
called it tree.
I think it's like just anything else. It just depends, like, it's the context of what you're in.
Apparently, it's a cannabis now officially.
If you're in a court hearing or something like that, they say marijuana, but on the street, you just say weed or pot or...
In any event, we do have marijuana news on the way, as well as some interesting stuff in the world of sports involving haircuts.
We've got all kinds of sports. There's no end to sports this morning. This could be the record setting.
Well, the
day.
big story in sports, of course, is the NBA playoffs.
Certainly.
But the haircut story is of equal interest.
Yeah.
Also, rock and roll news.
Yep.
The rock and the roll.
And, chick, I can get you a replacement for your gallbladder. There's an 8-inch stuffed plush toy that I can buy that simulates your old gallbladder.
He's
Does he have a cute name?
Show it to Tom. He's got a little face on him, Tom. He's got a little mouth and two
Yep.
eyes. There's
See him?
a plush gallbladder.
Look at him go over there.
Who wouldn't want that?
Who wouldn't want that?
That's better than the nudicles. Yeah.
If you were planning on going to see the Rolling Stones in Amsterdam, hold it.
Well, it was canceled yesterday.
Not so fast, my friends.
Mick's got the COVID.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have a little tribute coming. We'll talk about that. But the show has been rescheduled. We'll get to that coming up.
Have we said where Josh is?
Josh is ill.
Speaking of,
Oh, boy.
yes,
Josh,
he's a little bit under the weather.
I believe the essence of the
Had a little mouth party at the Ozarks.
the essence of the text was, I went fishing. The only thing I caught was COVID-19.
Are we sure he and Greg Warren weren't shacked up?
Can
somewhere?
I read this? As you might imagine, ladies and gentlemen, the group texts that go on at this place are great. Yesterday, 12:44 in the afternoon. Tom G. So, Josh caught the COVID. He's in quarantine. Mr. Oskay will be back inside on the sidekick chair probably all week. Pat Godwin, okay. Christy Lee, poor Josh. Tom, oops. So I guess my shore lunch will be McDonald's Filet-O-Fish.
He's ready with a joke immediately.
Heartfelt.
And I said, damn fine sandwich.
It's my
It's
favorite.
an amazing sandwich. And then Dean goes, quick question. Did he mention who gets the banjo if he doesn't recover?
Oh, gee.
And then just 20 more messages in 5 minutes, and then it's Willie Griswold has left the group chat.
And then I said, that is a great question. And Tom said, I would assume the answer to the banjo question is Pat Godwin. He has a direct connection to a pawn shop. And it goes on and on like that.
Get $50 for that.
That's because we're nuts. We're crazy.
50 for a banjo?
Probably to pawn it, yeah.
Oh, that's
Not what it costs,
Nice banjo. Yeah. Now, do you know the background on the banjo story, Jeff Oskay?
I've heard rumors.
I have a little bit of the audio. We were talking about banjos one day, and the following conversation transpired.
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if...
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Now again, the beauty of this is the heartfelt, genuine laugh of Jessica Hooker when because she's not laughing at the fact that Josh's father passed away. Josh's father was a great man, a Vietnam combat veteran, a badass. She's laughing at the fact that Godwin has just stepped on it.
Yeah.
Just he's knee deep in it. Listen to the laugh here.
I am legitimately now the owner of a banjo.
Is that right?
Yeah, I need to get it in here and see if.
How did that happen?
My dad died.
Oh. Thanks. Fires back.
Totally legit laugh. Thank you.
I like Pat's. Oh.
Yeah.
I stepped in it.
I stepped on my dick.
We were saying yesterday, I'm not quite clear on this. Is it now possible to untext someone?
I don't know how, man. I don't know how that's going to work. I guess you were going to have to be able to do it until they see it.
But I think it's not until the operating system comes out this fall. It's iOS 16 or something.
I see news reports about these new features, and so I keep checking my software update, and then you're up to date.
We've been
I
saying
think it's September.
We've been saying for years there should be a device on your phone that during certain hours you have to pass a breathalyzer before you can send a text.
Boy, that would have saved a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And another thing.
Not to mention there should be a like when they shoot off the nuclear missiles, they have to have the twin keys. There should be some kind of a special code you have to put in. Then you have to put in a second one before you can send messages that have certain terms in them, just to save your ass, just to make sure that A, you're sober, but do you really want to send this? Like a 5-minute waiting period. Your phone would come back and go, okay, you thought this through? You sure? Okay. Right now, I want to talk about having a great night's sleep. We're all up early. Yeah, but...
well, we have to sleep accurately. We can't be tossing and turning all night. Our show's doomed.
A great day begins with a great night's sleep. That's where the Sleep Number bed comes in. I love my Sleep Number bed, and it is one of a kind. Why? Because the Sleep Number bed, it has two sides like all beds, but you can set the firmness of the mattress on either side at the touch of a button and change it. It's a simple idea, but a brilliant one. And new data shows that June is the month where sleepers get the least amount of sleep. Isn't that interesting? So let's get your rhythm in order and get the best bed out there. I'm talking, of course, about the Sleep Number 360 smart bed that actually helps you sleep by helping you guide the firmness of your mattress. We call that the Sleep Number setting. Chip McGee, yours is
100. That firm mattress, Tom.
Christy Lee,
45.
Not so firm mattress.
Nope.
We compare it to sleeping on a giant marshmallow, but it's your choice. Either side of the bed can be set at 45 or 100, whatever you want. You pick it and you choose it based on how you sleep. So check it out by going to your favorite Sleep Number store. You'll find it at sleepnumber.com/BT show. By the way, right now, this is the staggering part of this announcement. You can save 50% on select Sleep Number 360 smart beds, featuring special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments are required. Get the details at sleepnumber.com/BT show. That's sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, we have world records, we have chicken nuggets, we have a gigantic dog in the news, and bad haircuts in sports.
And the Dubs win last night, so they take a 3-2 series lead because who comes to the rescue when the Warriors are in trouble?
Who?
That's right, Andrew Wiggins. Wiggity. Better jump. Okay.
And
that was good.
And we have a special guest set of ladies singing
Chick McGee. This is what you farted for.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
And a good morning to you. I'm Mark Allison. We are rolling through a Tuesday together. Yes, you thought Josh Arnold would be returning, but Josh got the COVID. So Josh will not be returning, but the upside, Jeff Oskey gets to sit in the sidekick chair for a couple more days, and we'll take that. Jeff Oskey and Josh, out. It is Tuesday, June 14th. Jessica Hooker on the way in. Hooker the Cooker. We'll find out what she's got in store for us later this morning. And don't forget, coming up on Wednesday, Scorched Earth and Allie Breen. You can get your relationship letters to Allie across all social media, ALLIBREEN, AllieBreen.com, if nothing else. Allie Breen with your relationship letters. But that's coming up on Wednesday, our hump day, and we are getting ahead of ourselves. We still have Tuesday to get through. So glad you joined us, and we'll have more coming up after this on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Friday's Rolling Stones concert in Bern, Switzerland is a big maybe right now. After Mick Jagger tested positive for COVID-19, the Rolling Stones canceled their Amsterdam show yesterday after Jagger arrived at the venue with symptoms. Fans had already started to arrive when the cancellation was announced. Filmmaker Quentin Tarantino is being presented with an honorary doctorate from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. The school lauds him for what is called his critically acclaimed cinematic success as a writer, director, and actor. Tarantino is married to Israeli singer-model Daniela Pick and now splits his time between Tel Aviv and Hollywood. And if you think of getting your hands on a Jack and Coke while cutting out the middleman, Coca-Cola is there to help. The beverage company teaming up with the makers of Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey to sell pre-mixed cocktails, no bartender required. The first of the canned Jack and Coke drinks will be launched in Mexico and will be sold globally after that. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes, yes. And we were talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Do you know a dad who's a big Bob and Tom fan? Well, get him a Father's Day gift he'll open every day. A membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com.
Time now for Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
The 1972 Miami Dolphins became the first NFL team to go undefeated for all of their regular and postseason games. Most analysts agree that their marvelous no-name defense was the key to their brilliant performance. But perhaps no other defense in the NFL compares to the one seen in 1994 when O.J. Simpson faced double homicide charges in an L.A. courtroom. We salute you, Orenthal James Simpson, NFL Hall of Famer, accused murderer, and free American citizen.
This has been Bob and Tom Super Bowl Trivia.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright. because I'm blind.
Jeez.
Yeah, but it turns out I don't sleep well anyway. I've been grinding my teeth. I didn't know I grind my teeth until I woke up. My husband was pouring coffee beans into my mouth. What a weird way to save time in the morning.
No kidding, but it's fresh coffee.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. What will happen today? Oh, there's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Well, hi, Chick McGee.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
I don't know where I am on your shirt today, Pat.
Oh.
It's almost skin color, so it kind of looks like you're nude. Yeah, a little bit.
Little nude look.
A little bit. And I don't know if I'm hot about that or irritated.
Maybe unbutton a couple so we can see the fur.
Yeah.
Fur?
Yeah, you got a big hairy chest, right?
Have you been online yet this morning? Have you
checked the traps?
Checked the traps. All right. There's Jeff Oskey.
Howdy.
He's in for the missing Josh Arnold. He's a little bit under the weather. There's Ace Cosby at the track phone hotline. Hot phone. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick. We got a lot of corrections, a lot of things to cover.
Oh, mistakes.
A lot of things to get
We
to.
made a mistake.
Oh my gosh.
No, yesterday we were talking. I forget why we were talking about the slang terms for detectives, and I mentioned gumshoe.
Right.
And I'd always thought it was because in the course of his travels, the detective had stepped on some gum.
That's what I thought.
Turns out that gumshoes were shoes or boots made of gum rubber, which allowed the detectives to have a quiet step.
That would make sense.
You know, the gum sole in sneakers those are my absolute favorite.
Remember back in the days of the famous gumshoe, everybody wore leather shoes all the time.
Yeah,
and they squeak, we know, because you used to wear them.
I love
Did
those.
your dad wear? He was in that generation. Did he wear a hat all the time?
Yes.
Honest to God.
Oh yeah. If you want to see what my father was like, watch Mad Men.
Have you seen any
those cocktail parties?
Pictures of your dad, your grandfather in a hat? Or
I've only seen like one picture of him and my dad and my little brother at a playground.
That's cool. Yeah. I can't get used to. Oh, where's my fedora? I got to put my hat on.
And I don't think I ever saw him wear anything but leather shoes. He didn't wear tennis shoes, certainly, or whatever you call them, sneakers.
Or sweatpants, or just take,
God, no.
Slippers around the house?
Take the day and just, relax.
No.
He never...
I don't think he owned ever a pair of jeans in his life.
What?
I'm serious.
Really?
I don't think he did.
Wow.
Would he have called them dungarees?
I don't know. That's a fair question, and I don't know the answer to that. Okay. It's certainly possible.
Would he wear a tie even if he was going nowhere?
Yeah, he'd wear a tie on Saturday and sit in the living room.
Now, he would not wear a hat inside, correct?
That's correct. Oh,
No, he's a gentleman.
Wait a minute. So Saturday, you're downstairs watching cartoons. Dad comes down for breakfast. He's in a suit with a tie.
Well, yeah, but he would always go downtown and work on Saturday morning as well.
What do you do on Sundays? What do you wear on a Sunday?
I think he would typically not wear a tie. Now that I think about
But a button-up shirt and maybe a cardigan or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please tell me he smoked a pipe and it completes the picture.
Never smoked in his life.
Complete the picture.
No, but the point of the whole gumshoe. The point of the gumshoe thing is that there was a time. I mean, obviously, I think you and I were talking about this yesterday. What, late '60s? People started wearing athletic shoes all the time.
Yeah,
and now it's. I mean, you go to the airport and see the shoe shine guy, and I make it. If I get there early, I always get my shoes shined. I love doing that.
I have never had my shoes shined ever.
I love that.
Have
Chick, what that means?
You have?
Oh, yeah.
No. Have you really?
Oh, yeah.
You have, Oscar?
Get a shoe shine.
Yeah, back when I worked at the brokerage firm, I would get a shoe shine.
Oh, now, Jeff, if you're over here to have your shoes shined, your shift doesn't start till 6. So, I'm not sure. And you can't sleep here again tonight, right, Tom? Is that what you...
Now, when you worked at the brokerage firm, did you have the beard and everything?
No.
Okay.
They don't. People don't give you money when you look like this.
Well,
like they do.
At the side of the road with a cardboard
checks.
sign.
Jeff, that's not true. My meth dealer looks just like you. I give him money all the time.
Jeff, have you ever really taken a look at him without any facial hair? And he looks like a totally... There's no way.
I've never seen him with
It's two different people.
Well, we cleaned you up once, remember?
Yeah.
Go on close, but I've seen a picture of you you without any facial hair at all.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
Oh,
You're a
I don't
handsome
think
guy.
I've ever seen
You're
that.
a real handsome guy.
You
yeah.
need to show us that.
Do you have
we
any
need
teeth?
to post that.
Do I have any teeth?
Jeez.
I'm
Smile.
sorry. Hang on. What was the question?
You are a mean man.
No, I've never seen his teeth.
Do you have any teeth?
It's a fair question.
You are.
It's a fair question, Christy.
So I was talking about our employees this morning. And I said, we were talking about his facial hair, and I just asked off color, do you have any teeth?
I'd have to get the
They're hidden by all that bushy hair.
If I can circle back
He's
real
got
quick.
nice teeth.
When he says that when he goes to the airport, he gets a shoe shine, what he means is that he, Kelly, and the little girls, we all get settled. I'm plugging in my laptop. I'm charging, making sure we're ready to go. Then he wanders off.
Of course he does.
He's doing his own thing. Then the plane starts boarding. We call him, no one to talk to.
Still wandering.
Plane's going to like the second boarding group. All the military fellows are on. All the babies are on.
Everybody going.
I'm running like a lunatic. And I go, Dad, we got to go. The plane's boarding right now.
And he's standing
and then he
staring.
Goes, 1 second, I still got to wait for my Starbucks. It's insane what he does.
I know. I've learned now I get the Starbucks before I go to the shoe shine guy. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I think you could make a $1 billion idea would be instead of shining shoes at the airport, if you had a way to wash and dry athletic shoes very quickly for people.
I disagree.
You don't think people would like clean athletic shoes?
No, they start out clean. I think anybody who wears a tennis shoe nowadays keeps them clean and has more than a couple pair.
What about a guy with the brushes and the foams to clean your sneakers? You take your shoes off, and he kind of puts the thing in there. And
I think people love that.
Well, due to my Peter Pan excess, I've never really gotten a pair of shoes dirty enough to have to do that, but only recently, and they work. It works pretty well.
Chick's got a point. A real sneakerhead does their best to keep them.
Yeah, but the average person that's at the airport. First of all, they've just taken their shoes off to go through security, which is incredibly annoying. I wish they would invent a machine where you didn't have to do that.
Get pre-check.
Okay, like I have time. Okay.
Oh my God, saves time.
He's got to when he goes to the airport. He's got to go look at people. He's got to get a shoe shined and a Starbucks.
Here's Jeff with no beard.
Isn't that nuts?
Man,
200 pounds lighter.
Yeah, I like that you were wearing a cute a shirt like that.
Yeah, back in high school.
Wow. It looks like old pictures of people before they go to war. It looks like Tom Cruise's character in Top Gun before he becomes a pilot. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, high school shot, nice.
Yeah.
Well, let's move forward here. We have some sports to get to with Chick McGee at the sports desk, and we have the lady singers took the time and the opportunity when I gave it to them to do this.
Chick McGee, this is what you farted for.
Yes, indeed. NBA Finals last night. Of course, the San Francisco treat. They call him Andrew Wiggins. That was a backwards sentence. He delivered the biggest game yet in his 8-year career. Wiggity, wiggity, wiggy, wiggy. They call him Wiggy, Tom. Wiggity,
Cause
wiggy.
inside out is wiggity, 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 whack. I come stomping with something pumping to keep you jumping. R&B,
wiggity, wiggity, wiggity.
What the hell's this?
What do you mean? It's Jump.
Jump. Heard this.
Crisscross, baby.
Oh,
Jump.
The backward pants guys.
That's how you remember them.
Well, isn't that what they were famous for? They wore their pants backwards?
Yes.
That did not take off, did it?
No.
I think they thought everyone's going to be doing this, and
it's very uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, it's also very impractical.
Yes.
You know, and you'll find out if you wear your pants backwards, they're made to be worn the other way.
Yeah, how do you...
Yeah.
It makes it hard to pee, doesn't it?
If you sit down, it's anyway, the Dubs...
What is the name of the band?
Crisscross with 2 Ks.
How are they doing? Are they still out there?
I don't. Probably.
One of them's dead.
Oh my God! Well, Chris or Cross?
One of them's dead.
Come on, Jump!
Make you
Please,
Come on,
please.
Oh man, sorry, I didn't know that.
Oh God!
Do you hear about Crisscross? One of them's dead. That's right. The Dubs win last night by 10, 104-94, Game 6, and the Dubs can wrap it up in Boston on Thursday night, 9 o'clock.
Do they spell it with a K?
Yes, K-R-I-S, K-R-O-S-S.
Because that it was C's, and crisscross is a type of jeans for women.
What?
Yeah, it's a type of blue jeans.
Well, and Christopher Cross as well.
Yeah.
Crisscross jeans.
Yeah.
So I'll try it with a K.
I ride like the winds.
See how these guys are doing here.
Listen to this. Steph Curry had an off night after dropping 43 the other night. He only had 16 points and 8 assists and The all-time three-point leader's NBA record streak, listen to me, 132 straight postseason games with at least one three-point shot made, and the NBA best 233 consecutive games of at least one three-point basket. He didn't have a three-point bucket last night. Records have expired.
This is the end of Steph Curry as we know it.
And
he's never going to score more than 30 points ever again.
Father Time is undefeated.
That is amazing.
That record is out there.
Crazy.
And in Major League Baseball, this could be the weirdest, saddest, funniest, goodness knows, Joe Madden. He's been fired by the Los Angeles Angels. You recall, Willie, that he's the one who led the Chicago Cubs to their World Series title. Sure. The Angels started 27-17 before a 14-game losing streak derailed their summer out of nowhere and resulted in Madden's firing. Recognizing that the team needed some levity, though, before the firing, the 68-year-old Madden decided to get a mohawk.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, the Angels players never got a chance to appreciate the new look. He got fired before he could show the team his mohawk.
Not fair.
So we got a mohawk for nothing.
Well, he'll match the haircuts of the other people in the unemployment line.
I can't.
Joe Madden has like hundreds of millions of dollars. I think he'll be.
The other thing is, you wouldn't want to go for a job interview with a mohawk, I guess, unless you've got a resume like he does.
I think he owns restaurants.
Never heard him.
What?
I think he owns restaurants in Southern Florida, so I think he'll just go down there and goof around again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, his wife's, I forget who his wife is, and she's a little bit of all right, eh?
Oh, really?
Hey, no,
She look all right.
She's a goer. She goes.
Dean, our producer, has found a picture of you sitting in a shoe shine place.
That's at the airport.
Post
he
it.
said it's at the airport before New York City in 2019.
My God, post it immediately.
That's
Please,
hilarious.
Dean.
I told you, if when I get to the airport, if I have extra time, I get my shoe shine.
Yeah,
What do you have it done to your calves?
You get it all. You get your
Getting them
all
waxed.
together.
Going on with your leg.
Well, of course, my leg is exposed. I'm like, I don't want to.
Well, it's posted.
Why did he have to pull your leg up? Like,
pull your pants
Yeah, why does-
the shoe shine guy's hitting on you. Look at that.
No, they don't want to get shoe polish all over your
You don't
ankle.
want to get any shoe polish on your.
So, if we could get back to the bad haircuts in sports.
Yeah.
Do we all agree that the worst haircut in sports would not be the mohawk of Joe Madden, but certainly the horrible haircut of Mark Davis, the Raiders owner?
I think, in the sports world, if you extrapolate it to no players, just everybody involved in sports, Mark Davis hands down the worst.
How do you account for that? Is he just so rich his friends don't have the nerve to say to him, "Hey, Mark, you look ridiculous"?
Talk about a company guy. John Gruden was interviewed on Real Sports. And they asked him in a joking way, what do you think of your boss's haircut? And John Gruden, Mr. Pleaser, he goes, I've got the same haircut, man. You piece of crap. I'm just kissing ass, man.
Yeah, man.
That's like a half-ass Gruden, right?
That's a good Gruden.
Yeah. And what's Gruden doing now?
Maintaining a low profile.
Counting his money.
Yeah, he does have a lot of money. That's true.
But I mean, he'll
come out all right.
Will he ever be active again?
I don't know the answer to that. Something's going to happen where everything's going to start going back to center, but I don't know what it's going to be. What it's going to take.
Okay. Have you been able to find a picture of the mohawk?
I haven't,
because I haven't either.
I don't know if he just went.
I was trying to find it too, and I couldn't find it either.
Went home to cry, and no one ever just wore a baseball cap the whole time and didn't want anybody to see his sad effort. Doubled by the fact he got fired before he could show off.
Man, what a day I'm having.
Hey, here's something. You like to golf, Christy?
I do.
Well, sure you do. An alligator in Florida decided to join a game of golf. This isn't the first time we've had this story. This happens a lot, right?
Yeah.
The moment was caught on video. Golfers were playing at Plantation Bay Golf and Country Club in Ormond Beach, home of Julia Ormond. Thank you very much. In the footage, one of the golfers explains, Adam just hit the green. And yes, an alligator he has the ball in his mouth, and he just spit the ball out. The camera gets closer to the reptile, and the alligator can be seen picking up the golf ball with its mouth. And they try to chase the gator closer to the hole to get him put it in the hole.
Yeah, I was going to say, did he get it at least two?
Would that count? The guy said, chase him close. He's yelling, chase him close to the hole so that your ball just drops in the hole. He says that in the video.
And that would count, right?
I don't know.
It advanced the ball. I think you have to hit it where it laid.
But I mean,
you're a liar.
That's an interesting question. Didn't we have a similar thing earlier?
Yeah.
There was they wouldn't let him move a ball because it was.
There he is.
Oh my gosh.
There he is on the green.
Yeah.
Looking at the ball like he knows what it is. He's just messing with the golfers.
That's a pretty big gator. I'd call that a gimme.
Yeah, you can just take it.
You just take that one off.
That's absolutely fine.
How do you get the gator off the course?
Well, that's another question. I would a caddy, a good caddy will take care of that for you. You ever caddy?
I think you play through. I think you just let the gator lie. And
Willie, that seems like a good money-making opportunity for you in the summer.
I was always off at camp. I was always doing my weird little camp thing, goofing around, singing about the Lord, you know?
Sure.
Hey, speaking of camp,
yeah,
we're doing a special show at the Irving Theater. Details are posted at bobandtom.com. Is that ridiculous picture of me getting my shoes shined?
Yes, it's posted.
Hitting the airwaves.
That's a pretty recent photo, too. I'm surprised.
Oh, yeah.
It was a couple years ago.
I'm telling you, every time I go to the airport, I like to get there really early.
Why not?
Not everyone in my family agrees with this idea, but I like to get there super early. And then
I'm the same way.
And then I have time to grab a coffee, get my shoes shined.
Get your
boy, it's hard
together.
It is hard saying shoe shine. I'll tell you what.
Speaking to your point, why don't the shoe shiners accommodate people with sneakers? Why don't they have equipment there to clean the sneakers?
That's what I'm saying.
You just said that.
No, I know, but why don't they?
Most people at an airport aren't wearing leather shoes anymore.
No,
I don't. I almost never wear athletic shoes. I don't like.
Well,
wearing
wait a minute. Maybe they do, and we just don't know about it.
Oh.
Well, then
Maybe
they should have maybe I would have a big sign there saying I wash sneakers or whatever.
Because you can clean them up with a nice, Mr. Clean eraser.
Yeah, but
thing.
I could also shine my own shoes, which I do quite often. But I just like having nice,
quite often,
leather shoes.
How often are you shining your shoes?
I have that little thing, that little spongy thing in my closet.
No, I get that, but how often? Like once a week?
Yeah.
Or?
Well, yeah.
Is that like your Saturday morning routine? You get up, you shine your shoes.
No, this is the man. You're too busy for TSA pre-check.
Oh,
yeah.
But once a week, you go to your closet with a little sponge and do your little Tommy clean tie.
Well, it's got a little buffer pad, and
you are a.
Now
very
lately,
interesting person.
thank you, Chick McGee.
Yes,
I am wearing these guys.
The Allbirds.
The Allbirds wool shoes, and I've got 5 pairs of these that I rotate. I wash them with Woolite every couple days.
You don't need to wash them with Woolite every couple days.
No,
they're
Tom.
naturally cleaning. You can, like, I don't know.
If you were to go into Willie's old bedroom right now, I have a fan set up, blow drying a pair of wool shoes.
Willie.
Oh my God.
Willie, your father's insane. He needs some help,
buddy.
And they dry by themselves within an hour. You don't even need to put them on a dryer.
Just
they're so quick to dry.
No, it's a fan.
What are you jumping in puddles?
Unless you're hunting python in the Everglades, you don't need to wash your shoes every couple days.
He's been sort of freestyling since 2013, and I'm just letting him go. We're going to see what happens here.
You'll recall I am currently in the process of having a house built, and it's extremely muddy, so every time I go visit,
By the way, this picture of you, Tom, in the shoe shine chair, I've never seen a picture of someone so content and happy.
He looks so happy.
And he's just, this could be now or 10 years from now. He's just, I love that picture of you. You are loving life.
It's his happy place.
And oh, by the way, at Superior Shine, where you have your shoes shine, a boot shine's $8. Suede, $8. Tennis shoes. Oh, there you go. Tennis shoes is right there. $6.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
And then he will clean leather notebooks and belts and briefcases and handbags. He can do it all, whoever this guy is.
Very handy. Well, right now I want to remind you that with gas prices the way they are, a big chunk of your money being disappearing right now, maybe it's a good time to save some cash on another source that drains the old finances. I'm talking about prescription drugs. Christy Lee was the one that spotted this. Good RX. This is an app. I quite literally have 10 letters right here from fans of the show in where they've used the Good RX app. Let's see, this is from Ryan. Was looking at a $600 bill for a 30-day supply of a prescription for his wife. Ended up being $21 for a 90-day supply.
Man.
Some of the bargains on GoodRx are unbelievable. GoodRx GoodRx is not a pharmacy, but it's an app that it scans all the pharmacies. Tell me more, Christy.
Yeah, I've been using GoodRx thanks to a doctor friend of mine who turned me onto it back when you had to print a coupon. So I'm talking 6-7 years ago. And over 24 million other users of GoodRx will tell you that you could save on 70, you could save up to 80%. They check all of the pharmacies all over the country. 70,000 pharmacies are in their little network, and you could save a ton of money. Even if you have insurance, GoodRx can actually beat that prescription copay price. If you don't have insurance, GoodRx is there to help you too. So for simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, it's easy. Check out GoodRx. Go to goodrx.com/Tom. That's goodrx.com/Tom.
GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used in place of insurance, Medicare and Medicaid. In 2021, GoodRx users saved up to 80% on retail prescription prices. So check it out. Save yourself some serious cash. Coming up, we have more in sports. We have a man versus a horse in a race.
Oh, don't give it away.
I'm not going to give it away.
Stop!
Okay, we have gas at 69 cents a gallon. We're not going back several years.
Yeah.
What's that all about? We'll tell you in a minute. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Do you know a dad who's a big Bob and Tom fan? Well, get him a Father's Day gift he'll open every day. A membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
This is exciting. Thank you very much for being here. You're on the Albert Brooks Show. And what is it you do for a living?
I do radio, actually.
Really?
Yes.
You do radio?
Yes.
That's incredible. So that's exciting. All right, we'll be right back. Come on! You do radio. This is a television show. Nobody cares. Help me out. You go back to your table. You have a life. My career's in the toilet. And then big smiles. Welcome back. We were kidding off the air. She's a killer, this one. So you were telling me before that you do radio.
Yes.
That's exciting. What do you do actually in radio?
I do news.
You do news?
Yes.
Really?
I'm a newsreader.
You are a newsreader.
Yes.
I didn't know. That's
Yes.
great. We'll be right back. Come on! You read the news.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
We're good at ruining things around here. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison. Jessica Hooker on the way in. Hooker the Cooker. We'll find out what she's cooking. I fondly remember last Tuesday it was the Omaha Cook Steak cookout for our Father's Day special grilling package, and that was wonderful. But again, that was a week ago, and those smells of steak cooking and wafting through the air have now disappeared and are just a memory. So we'll find out what Jessica Hooker's cooking later this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with things you may have missed. Wall Street opened this week with heavy losses that put the benchmark S&P 500 at a level considered to be a so-called bear market. Rising interest rates, war in Ukraine, China's economic slowdown, all leading investors to reconsider what they're willing to pay for a wide range of stocks, from high-flying tech companies to industrial conglomerates. Big swings have become commonplace. Monday, no exception. The S&P 500 falling 3.9%. Now it's nearly 22% below its record set earlier this year, so now it is a bear market. The Dow Industrial sank 3%. The tech-savvy NASDAQ Composite tumbled nearly 5%. Meanwhile, Yellowstone officials assessing the damage caused by a deluge of floodwaters that forced an evacuation of parts of the iconic national park just as the summer tourism season ramping up. A torrent of rain combined with a rapidly melting snowpack caused Monday's flooding, which cut off electricity and forced the closure of all entrances to the park. Can't imagine what the backups must have been there. No immediate reports of injuries. It's unclear when the park will reopen. Some of the worst damage happened in the northern section of the park. National Park Service photos showed a landslide, washed out bridges and roads undercut by floodwaters. Again, that's in Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Do you know a dad who's a big Bob and Tom fan? Well, get him a Father's Day gift he'll open every day. A membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com. This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Time now for Great Moments in NFL History.
The year was 1926. All-star fullback Ernie Nevers of Stanford. Nevers played in all but 29 minutes of the games. 3 years later, in 1929, Nevers scored all of the points for his team. This single game, 40 points scored by a single player, is still a record that stands today as the NFL's oldest. Nevers also holds a few lesser-known and unofficial records.
Oh, really?
Such as highest number of STDs treated in a single season.
Treated.
And the longest winning streak with road horse.
This has been Great Moments in NFL History.
Wow.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
I think the fetching the towel deserves a thank you. The one guy called in that. Yeah.
Tossing the towel to you?
Yeah, sure. That deserves
Thanks.
a thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, but you don't want to do a thing where you come out with a hand towel and you go, oh, wait a minute, you probably want this one, and then you throw the
Big wet towel. No, you don't.
Implying
What's something you were talking about earlier?
Stadium beers
Your money shot you were saying was
It's like 24 ounces.
So I don't know if this is with age, but I don't really have what you'd call a money shot. Mine just kind of quietly leaves the party. It's more of a will you take a check shot.
Kind of just slip out the side door.
Kind of moseys out.
That is my favorite joke of the year. Just kind of quietly leaves the party.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. A little blatant hostility this break. We'll have it coming up. Here's-
Closed circuit, see the Bob and Tom website. I'm so sorry I forgot to get the plug in.
There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, chick.
There's Pat Godwood in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Jeff Oskey.
Yes.
In for Josh Arnold, who's just a touch under the weather. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom. And very
Coming up, I like this. I got a nice letter here from Stephen. Stephen S. He is lives in. I hope I get this right. Let me spell it out for you, Mr. Oskey. You're a man of certain literary qualities, and because you get Wordle, I'm the stud. The town he's from in Alabama is spelled. Sorry, G-U-N-T.
Gunt.
E-R.
Gunt, Alabama.
S-V.
Wait a minute.
V-I-L-L-E.
Guntersville?
Is it Guntersville or Guntersville?
It's going to be
Guntersville in Alabama.
Stephen, thank you. He submitted, what I love about this is the subject, Ace, J-O-D material. We got joke of the day now is the J-O-D.
Oh, yeah.
That's very hip. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen.
Everybody does 3 letters.
We actually say J-O-T-D around here. Joke of the day.
Oh, J-O-T-D.
That's how we label it here.
Yeah, J-O-T-D.
Okay. Yeah. All righty. And the reason I'm curious about yesterday we had a bunch of interesting emails from a guy in, I thought it was Beattyville, Kentucky. Beatty. Apparently it's Beattyville. Beattyville. Is it like Warren Beatty?
Beattyville. Yeah.
Beattyville. Okay, thanks for the correction on that. Lewis, we certainly appreciate it.
Anyway, during the commercials, Tom looks at the TV screen because Pat is in the sonically excellent performance room with his keyboards and his guitars and his lotions and salves and
conditioners and everyone else's glasses.
And everybody else's
by the way, if you're looking for your glasses, they're on Pat's keyboard.
So for no reason, he just looks at the screen and goes, "What's the deal with Pat's hair?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "I think the headphones are pushing it up to kind of a mini pompadour there.
Yeah.
Do you see that?" So who thinks like you do?
Just Tom, the man with a hat.
That's right. No one should suffer through looking at my skull.
You can watch. You can wear a hat every day. Why not? Or you tried there for a little while.
I wear a hat a lot. Yeah.
Well, we're just thinking about hair because of that weird story about Joe Madden getting fired
by the Angels.
And he decided to motivate the team because they had a great start, but they had a 14-game skid, and he decided to motivate the team. He's kind of a cool guy.
Willie was
telling him he's a really cool guy.
If you hit a home run, when you go in the dugout, they put the home run cowboy hat on you, and they run up and down the dugout, high five, and they were having fun. It looked like to me, but they weren't winning.
And so he decides to motivate the team by getting a mohawk haircut, and before he could show the team, they fired him.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, it kind of blows.
It does.
It's so sad. Why are we laughing?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'll get that. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
I'm good. That's crazy about Joe Maddens and his mohawk.
Yeah.
Actually, it blows because now he goes from being manager and being the guy in charge to being somebody stuck looking like a third-class douche canoe. No job. Man, did I ever tell you about my experience with the Mohawk and Angels?
No.
It's crazy, man. Like, the coincidence is off the charts. My idiot cousin Lonnie and I was over at my Uncle Sonny with an ice house. And Lonnie starts going off saying he thinks he needs a new look to start getting more action. That's when my lead bass player, Todd Boner, says to him, "Hey, Lonnie, why not get a cool haircut like a mohawk? Chicks will dig that." Of course, Boner's winking at me behind his back right to his face because he figures not even Lonnie's that stupid. Next thing you know, we're at the mall at a place called CC's Harry Hunt. And some chick with like 3-inch long fingernails, you know. She's getting Lonnie a mohawk. Of course, his head was shaved on the sides, which exposed Lonnie's stupid skull tattoos, because on this side's head, he had a tattoo that said, "I love you, Angel Skinners." And he had to have it modified when he realized that half the senior class had hotboxed her before he even met her.
Oh, my God.
So then he had the tattoo guy change it to "I love your angel skin," and then had him blot out the rest of her last name with what's supposed to be a puff of smoke, but it looked just like a blue turd. On the right side of his skull, he already had a guy tattoo a giant spliff of reefer, but that also came out looking like a greenish blue turd. So anyways, we head down to Xanadu's that night. I figured Lonnie's going to get laughed out of the host strip club, but he starts throwing money around like Tupac, ends up in a champagne room with 2 of the hottest strippers.
Nice.
Turns out he'd won big on a scratcher, and then, pasted these chicks with all of his cash. I ain't sure how much he won. My mom Phyllis said she personally pocketed $480.
Whoa.
So at least it kept it in the family. But anyway, my point is that chick from the haircut hut with the long fingernails is coming over.
Nice.
Oh. I ain't sure she's got mine, but as long as it ain't a prostate exam, I'm in. Pretty good.
All right.
I gotta go.
That's very helpful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Donnie. What's coming up in sports?
Well, would you like to buy a house in the New York area with an interesting feature for the backyard? I can't tell you what it is. So it's a feature.
Oh, I know what this is. I saw this.
It's a
yeah,
feature.
it's some New Yorkers. They actually built the house in Arizona.
Oh, it is in Arizona.
Yeah, do you remember who was the comedian that
Caponero?
There's some comedian in L.A. One of the
It's the manager, Rick Messina, the wiffle ball place.
Yes.
Oh, I thought Caponero had one at his house too in Chicago.
He goes over to Messina.
They go over to Messina's. He's got a legit
actual one. Yeah.
Is that also Yankee Stadium?
I don't know. It's a big scoreboard. It's like
I thought it was Wrigley because I was a Cubs fan. Maybe that's like 9 different
He's
stories.
got a mini stadium in his backyard, and they go and play. This is a similar deal. Also coming up, Mick Jagger in the news. He's got the COVID. A couple of really cool world records, and a very interesting story. International marijuana news, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Don't know what to give a certain dad for Father's Day? Well, how about a gift he'll open every day? A membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, you want to get out and see some live comedy, have a few beers, a few laughs with friends or a loved one? How about Omaha, Nebraska? Donnie Baker on stage at the Funny Bone coming up this Friday and Saturday night. Omaha, I'm talking to you. Let's show up for this young man. He likes to get on stage and be funny, and you can laugh along with him. Again, that's this Friday and Saturday night at the Funny Bone, right in the heart of Omaha, Nebraska. DonnieBaker.com for more tickets and information. As we roll on through this Tuesday, Jessica Hooker from the Bits and Pieces podcast will be joining us in studio. Hooker the Cooker. We'll find out what she's making today right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom news update. More than 100 million Americans are being warned to stay indoors if possible as a heat wave settles over states stretching through parts of the Gulf Coast to the Great Lakes and all the way east to the Carolinas. A combination of heat advisory, excessive heat warnings, and excessive heat watches will impact 107.5 million people, and record-setting temperatures are expected to last through midweek. St. Louis, Memphis, Minneapolis, Tulsa are just a few of the cities under the warning. Massive floodage ravaged Yellowstone National Park and nearby areas yesterday, washing out roads and bridges, cutting off electricity, and forcing visitors to evacuate parts of the park at the height of the summer tourist season. All entrances to Yellowstone have been closed due to the deluge caused by heavy rains and melting snowpack. Park officials have been leading tourists out of the most severely affected areas. There are no immediate reports of injuries. And thinking about hopping on the cryptocurrency craze? Not so fast. The price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies fell sharply yesterday. This after a big cryptocurrency leader effectively failed and halted all withdrawals from its platform, citing what it called extreme market conditions. The latest collapse of a pillar of the cryptocurrency industry and others before it have erased tens of billions of dollars of investors' assets. It has also spurred urgent calls for the freewheeling industry to be brought under regulation. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
You're not helping the show where you're going. We don't want to go. You think that you're a cut-up. We wish that you would shut up, because you're not helping the show. You're not helping the show where you're going. We don't want to go. Your moment of enjoyment will lead to unemployment, because you're not helping the show. Don't you see, Chick McGee? Your career needs a plan B. You're not helping the show. Where you're going, we don't want to go. Bob and Tom are seething. It's time that you were leaving, because you're not helping the show. No, you're not helping the show.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Kevin Pollak is our guest. Yeah, I did Albert Brooks for a long time, actually. And this is exciting. Thank you very much for being here. You're on the Albert Brooks Show. And what is it you do for a living?
I do radio, actually.
Really?
Yes.
You do radio?
Yes.
That's incredible. So that's exciting. All right, we'll be right back. Come on! You do radio. This is a television show. Nobody cares. Help me out. You go back to your table. You have a life. My career's in the toilet. And then big smiles. Welcome back. We were kidding off the air. She's a killer, this one. So you were telling me before that you do radio.
Yes.
That's exciting. What do you do actually in radio?
I do news.
You do news?
Yes.
Really?
I'm a news reader.
You are a news
Yes.
reader. I didn't know. That's
Yes.
great. We'll be right back. Come on! You read the news.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're having a good time today, right? Man, there's something different about the show today. I don't know what it is. It's just making it better.
We'll take attendance.
Okay. Christy Lee.
Present.
Pat Godwin.
Here.
Josh Arnold. Oh, there's Jeff Oskey.
Howdy.
Yes, Josh is a little bit under the weather. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Chick, I think Josh may be a little under the weather.
I think he absolutely might be. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Here, sir.
Oh, it's Tom.
Here, sir.
Ho. You can say ho. I like ho. Ho.
Ho?
Yeah, when you take attendance. Ho.
Yeah, we had to say here, sir.
Here, sir.
Yeah.
Did you have any girl teachers?
One.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to an all-boys school, yeah.
You had one female teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't you go to Catholic there for a little bit?
Yeah, but we had nuns and women and men. I don't think we had any men teachers.
You know why they call them nuns, don't you? They ain't thinking about none. They ain't getting none.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Who was that? I lost my place.
Dirty old
Okay,
guy.
Christy and I are having an argument up there.
the forbidden sister.
Apparently, the strawberry moon
it's
what's
strawberry
going on
time.
right now.
The Native Americans.
I heard it was called Supermoon.
Well, here it goes.
It's both.
Here we go.
Thank you, Chick.
Let me give you some actual facts here.
Oh, here we go.
The Associated Press and USA Today, it says, NASA, June strawberry moon will appear opposite the sun, reach its peak illumination.
That's right.
At 7:52 a.m. Eastern Time today.
Wait a minute. we won't be able to see it. It's too bright out.
Yeah.
What the hell? What? Who's in charge of lighting the moon?
It'll remain full through Wednesday morning, though the unique supermoon will only be visible to stargazers in North America on Tuesday night.
They call it supermoon because the apogee or the perigee or the moon's very, very
again,
close.
we could actually refer to the facts here.
It's very, very close. It's the closest to the Earth. that the moon
According
gets.
to the Old Farmer's Almanac, June's full moon has traditionally been nicknamed the strawberry moon because Native American tribes inhabiting the northeastern U.S. have used the strawberry moon to mark time for gathering ripened June-bearing strawberries.
Yes, I said that.
But not accurately.
Yeah, you did.
I said Native Americans call it the strawberry moon.
Yes.
Yes, but you didn't explain why. It was because of the harvest of the strawberries. And by the way, we've done some strawberry picking lately. Oh, they're very good. Delicious. Yeah? Oh, yeah.
So you're just sitting around the house relaxing. Who's the one who says, so, you guys look comfy? Who wants to go out and pick strawberries?
You can get them at the store. They're already cleaned and everything.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Willie, when's the last time you were just sitting around by yourself and was like, hey, I'm going to go pick some strawberries and some apples?
You know what I'm going to do? Go down and get some strawberries.
That's a definite girlfriend activity.
Oh, boy, is it ever.
100%.
New administration has a lot of hobbies going on. I'll say that right now. They got hobbies. They're going on runs after Thanksgiving.
Whoa.
It's insane what's happening.
Didn't you say that gives you a time to reflect and blaze up?
Yeah, I hang out. I'm doing my hangover thing. Me and my grandma, we're drinking bourbon back at home. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I love a lot of cities had the turkey trot or the drumstick dash.
Sure.
Thanksgiving morning.
That's the famous story. You put that up there on social media. It's somewhere where they're videoing you and you're going, hi, we're at the Drumstick Dash. I'm Tom, and I'd like to introduce the cast. And it's your family.
Some of them, Willie wasn't there.
Of course I'm not there.
He's
I'm not there. That place is just riddled with mental illness. It's people going, yeah, I got to go on a run, then I got to deserve my turkey. No, it's Thanksgiving and you're an American. Eat your damn turkey.
Have some turkey. Have some pecan pie. Dip your turkey in your pecan pie.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of turkey on Thanksgiving, but lately, your brother Sam makes a hell of a roast beef.
He does. We got to get that turkey tenderloin, which I guess, remember we got in here?
I haven't.
The grill day last year.
Ace, have you tried it yet?
I did. Really good.
Really good? Yes. Was that some Amish farmer or something?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking
There's a
about?
turkey tenderloin in the building?
Yeah.
Huh? Why is it
it's
here?
Frozen.
It's
we
frozen.
had he went to some Amish farm and got a bunch of them for
Who's
me.
he?
The guy that made our fixed up our grills recently.
We had a cookout.
Yeah.
Why are you and Ace the only two
where
that
are the
are
turkey
hear about this.
Because he overpaid for them.
I bought some and I said, Ace, I thought Ace might like one.
Yeah, the rest of us don't eat.
Is
That's
this like
okay.
the time you thought Ace might need 3 potatoes?
It's happening today.
It was 2 potatoes.
I'm sorry, 2 potatoes.
They're big.
Big and dirty, like my balls. Anyway.
I thought we were talking about the Strawberry Moon. That sounds like a song you'd hear on a soft rock station.
Yeah.
This is the new
Honestly, do you know how weird you are? Do you have any idea what we've covered just this morning with the shoe shines and the Starbucks and the late for the plane and the
You are weird.
I'm not weird. I like getting to the airport early. I don't know what's weird about that.
But you know what the best part of the strawberry?
But then you almost missed the flight anyway.
Of course, because I was getting my shoes shined. I couldn't help it if the guy was slow.
Yeah, because TSA, they won't let you on the plane unless you have shine shoes.
Yeah, that's right.
The best part of strawberries. Do you know this, Willie?
Who's this?
Strawberry.
Gonna bring in some Brothers Johnson.
I'm gonna hit you hard with Brothers Johnson.
Tell you what, I saw my Brothers Johnson.
Yeah?
We may not be related.
Water's cold.
Deep, too.
Hello, my love.
Oh, I love this.
Strawberry Letter 22?
This is what?
23.
23. Oh,
This is driving music.
Yeah, if you haven't, but Willie, if you haven't heard Strawberry Letter 21, not 1 to 22, you're going to be lost.
Yeah, you got to go back and check 21 out first.
That's a great song.
It's like a Netflix thing.
That'd be a fun list. Songs like that have a number, but there's no other corresponding numbers.
Sure, Mambo number 5.
Yeah, it's a big.
There was never a 1, 2, 3, 4 or 6 even.
No.
There's no more. Yeah,
And I love Mambo number 5.
of course you do.
It's when Josh and I were on our road trip, that song came on the radio, and we just didn't change it. We just enjoyed it the whole time. We were saying all the names.
Is that right?
Monica, Rita.
A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit. You know that one, Christy?
Yeah, of course.
As much as you
A little bit of Monica in my
Look at it, he's going crazy.
Cherry
Keep an eye on it.
He's got it too.
Oh, God.
Everybody.
This is weird.
Right.
No, I don't dance like that.
I do now.
Oh, here we go. The top 10 songs with numbers in the titles.
Okay.
9 to 5, Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
444.
Jay-Z?
It's a time. Jay-Z, yeah. 2 by 2 by Bob Dylan.
I'm
building this shack. I'm going to get some 2 by 2.
Wouldn't it be Rainy Day Women?
2x4.
Yeah.
Rainy Day Women would be the number.
Don't.
2 by 2 I've never heard of.
Shut up. 1, 2, 3, 4 by Feist.
All right.
I want to tell me that you love me more.
What is that?
It was in an Apple commercial. It's a kind of it's a fun song.
1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins. Oh, that's a great song. 1 by Harry Nilsson, and my favorite song with number 8675309. That's kind of a badass song.
But that's the wrong Bob Dylan song.
Oh, God. I just grabbed the top 10, Tom.
That's not the one. That is certainly not his one of his most popular songs is called Rainy Day. What is it? Rainy Day Women 12 by 35 or something
like that, yeah.
And then, of course, I think
oh my God,
this would certainly qualify. This tune here, if I can get it to work.
Here it is.
Let's start living dangerously.
Oops, wait a minute. That's not it.
Oh, that's Cake by the Ocean.
Okay, here we go.
That you guys had never heard before.
Yeah, I've never heard it.
I love this tune. Here we go.
What the hell is this?
Are we at a carnival?
Anybody know what this is?
Is that Joni Mitchell?
What is that?
No, this is one of my favorite. What do they call it when you like something that everyone hates?
Guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure.
Insanity?
Yes. This is a guilty pleasure of mine. Here we go.
Wow, is that
Yes.
Oh my God, what is it? I shot this 45.
Really?
What? I swear to God.
You stole it?
What is 1, 2, 3 red light?
Yeah, 1910 Fruit Gum Company.
Yep.
Yeah, they did. Didn't they do the
Yummy,
sugar,
yummy,
sugar?
yummy, too.
Oh,
Right?
yummy, yummy.
And I also stole Yummy Yummy. It was both their big hits. Yes, I shoved them down the front of my pants, walked out of the store.
One,
good
two,
day.
So you like that, but you don't like Sugar Sugar by the Archies.
I don't. But I like 1, 2, 3 Red Light. I don't know why. Now,
what?
I don't know.
Wait a minute.
That might be the edited version.
What was that?
Mr. McGee, you are my...
Play that again.
You are my candy girl. I opined that might not have been the original lyric.
Let's hear it now.
You are my
Candy whore.
I don't think that's the way the song goes.
You know, you really don't know what kind of a maniac you sound like until you hear yourself recorded.
Because contextually, the day of, it wasn't that bad.
No, and now, like a week later, I've had my gallbladder out. I've had time to think and reflect. Things have changed.
How about here's a palate cleanser.
All right.
Every time I make a move to love you.
I remember.
It's about
her shutting them down.
Now this is a song.
Was this a cartoon song?
Yeah, this guy sings like a chipmunk.
No, these were pop hits back in our day.
Sounds like a fake band in a Johnny Rocket.
You have no idea how popular these songs
That was
were.
huge.
Yeah.
Really?
They were
insane.
huge.
Have you guys ever heard the song 100 by Drake? Drake with the game? Keep it 100.
No.
That's a cool song, man. That's a cool. We don't gotta listen to this cartoon music.
Willie, let's revise this list. When we come back, first of all, the wrong Bob Dylan song is on there.
No Bob Dylan song should be on there.
Oh, my God.
How
many times? Let's go. Right now.
I won a Pulitzer, whatever the hell it was.
It's a Nobel Prize.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I don't care, man.
Thank you very much. How about having a stress-free summer? Now, unlike today's show. Everybody, Christy, you're good at this. Get everybody
It's kind of
down.
difficult to have a stress-free, like a third of the nation is going to be up over 110.
Yeah, it's going to be. You need to stay inside. You don't want to go to the grocery store today.
Have someone deliver your food.
That's right. This is where HelloFresh comes in.
Yep.
HelloFresh, it's, of course, the ingredients are all fresh. They do the traveling. They go to the grocery store. They buy not just fresh ingredients, they get all the ingredients, including the obscure stuff that you're not going to want to spend a half an hour walking around the grocery store trying to find the horseradish. They've got 30 recipes to choose from every single week. Options like quick and easy or family friendly. Willie, what do you got over there?
This one is a new one I cannot wait to try. The spicy Peruvian chicken. HelloFresh is going to send you these ingredients. You put them together yourself, and in under a half hour, you have this delicious, colorful, spicy, and creamy chicken dish from our friends at HelloFresh.
Whatever kind of food you're into, let's call it your food lifestyle. Maybe you like comfort food. They got it. Maybe you're doing low-cal. They got that. Maybe no carb. They got that too. HelloFresh. Plus, they've got this offer. This is insane. They want you to try it. They know you're going to like it, so they're going, what if we did this? What if we did a special project involving 16 free meals and 3 free gifts? Well, that'll work. Let's see if it works on you. Give it a shot. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Now, why the BT Show 16? Well, that's how you get those 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. So it's BT Show 16. Remember it. It's HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. One more time. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. I can tell you this from experience. I have young kids, and they never eat anything. But HelloFresh, they'll clean their plates. That's how good you're going to be cooking great food for them. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Do you know a dad who's a big Bob and Tom fan? How about giving him a total access package, a gift, if you will, the entire Bob and Tom library? Yes, please. You could be the favorite kid he's ever had. Get him a Father's Day gift he'll open every day, a Bob and Tom VIP membership. See the link at the top of our website. Just head on over to bobandtom.com to find out more and get your dad a Bob and Tom VIP membership for Father's Day. It's that easy. Boom, one click. Little information, and it's done. And your dad will be a Bob and Tom fan for life. I'm sure he already is, but how about becoming that favorite kid? You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Andrew Wiggins delivered the biggest game yet in his 8-year career, 26 points, 13 rebounds. Klay Thompson scored 21, and Golden State beat the Boston Celtics 104-94 for a 3-2 NBA Finals lead. Steph Curry contributed 16 points and 8 assists, but the all-time three-point leader's NBA record streak of 132 straight postseason games with at least 1 3 ended, along with the NBA best run of 233 consecutive games with a 3 between regular season and playoffs combined. Major League Baseball yesterday in interleague play, Giants beat Kansas City 6-2. American League winners Toronto, Chicago, Texas, and Minnesota. And in the National League, the Phillies, Atlanta, San Diego, St. Louis, and Cincinnati all win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, I have been doing lots of research, and now if you tell me who your favorite band is or what your favorite movie is or even what your favorite book is, I can tell you what you are saying about yourself.
Okay, Christy, can we start with you? Do you mind? Christy,
My favorite movie.
Road-
man,
is it Roadhouse,
movie.
did we say?
Not Roadhouse.
Okay,
That's
not
the movie
Roadhouse.
that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie? No.
My favorite movie.
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany with
Oh,
Audrey
my God. Are you
Hepburn.
serious?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can
Ooh.
tell you what you're saying about yourself is I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. That's what that says about you. It's awful.
Okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you.
How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can I
whatever.
say
the hell.
Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Speaking of Kennedy,
That's a good shout-out. That is a good shout-out, yes, thank you.
John Kennedy Jr. made
Why do you think they call us skimpy little Suda Teddy anyway? Thank you. You want to go watch the films of Bobby's funeral at my place? Well, what do you know? It's 4 a.m. and we're drunk. Well, let's make whoopee. Wear my Oxford cloth.
I was on a plane with one of the Kennedys one time.
Really?
Well,
You
lucky to be. Yeah, it was Ted Kennedy. He was on the plane. And he was in first class. I was in the back,
Sure.
with the degenerates. But what a great name to be born in, Kennedy or Rockefeller or something like that. My luck if I was born in money, my last name would be Massengale. My dad, the big douche baron.
The douche baron. Everywhere you go, you got waiters making fun. You want oil and vinegar?
Shut up and bring it. My dad, the big douche baron.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
We have a phone call on line 1, I believe. It's pertinent to the discussion.
Bob and Tom Show.
Speaking about the strip club / steakhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chick has found one somewhere.
Yeah, Rachel's evidently down south in Florida, I guess.
I was at a yacht club in Michigan over the weekend, and the waitresses wore bikinis. Nothing but.
Right.
And I said to my friend, you know, the health department's got to be all over this place because, you know, they're just wearing bikinis. And he says, well, they're just serving the food. I don't see any big deal with it. And just as she walked by him to go get his food off of the counter from the grill to bring it to him, she was pulling her thong out of her ass.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I think we're
right. Gotta love that.
He changed his mind.
Yeah, I would imagine.
That's where they get those strings to tie the stakes.
I said, I don't care. She could sit on my plate.
Yeah, good. Thanks for saying
Very nice. Thank you very much, sir.
Nice. So comedian Alan Haybee joins us. What else is on your mind? What are you talking about these days?
Oh, my girlfriend wants to have kids now, and I don't want kids. You know, kids are spoiled today. I don't know what happened. I guess children had a major coup about 12 years ago, spoiled little bastards. When a kid's bad, what do they tell them now?
No, time out.
Time out. What the hell is that?
Time out.
Yeah, I had time out when I was a kid. I'd wake up and go, what happened?
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee lounging on the news desk.
Right.
Spread out, running her hands through her hair.
Yeah, baby.
That's what Tom says. That's why I'm reading it exactly. There's Pat Godwood in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Jeff Oskey in for Josh Arnold, who
Howdy.
is still missing. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hello.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. We're still in pretty much in the early stages of sports.
We have stumbled on the topic of songs with numbers in the title.
We got a lot of texts.
And a lot of really good ones. Of course, 1, 2, 3 Red Light by the 1910 Fruit Gum Company.
Well, I'm confused. So that's also a record that I shoplifted back in the day. So it's not records I've shoplifted. It's records with numbers in the title.
Yeah,
because I also shoplifted. I picked both of them up.
Yeah, if it's stolen music, I Napstered a lot of Limp Bizkit
there you go.
in 2002.
This topic is songs with numbers. And I would argue that 1, 2, 3 Red Light isn't, what do you call it, a guilty pleasure, Christy?
Yeah.
Yeah, not everyone's cup of tea. But
I found another list that's totally different from that one.
Let's hear it.
Number 1, Two Princes by Spin Doctors.
Oh, that's a great song.
That is a great song.
That's a good song.
Mambo number 5 is second on my list.
Lou Bega.
Yeah.
That's a bad song.
It Takes Two, Marvin Gaye and Kim Weston, number 3.
Great song.
3 Times a Lady, Commodores 4.
That's a good one.
Love Potion, number 9.
Oh, one of the best.
I closed my eyes, I something. I took a drink.
8 Days a Week.
I closed
by
my
the Beatles.
eyes. Something.
I don't know the other part there. I'm enjoying it though. Go ahead.
Let's see, 99 Luftballons. How did we forget that?
That was the first time I ever saw armpit hair on a lady.
Is that right?
Freaked me out.
Oh, you mean the video for 99
Yeah,
Luftballons?
she was dancing around. I didn't know women
I don't know why I
grew hair there.
I didn't even know it was possible.
No, I didn't know they grew hair there.
I think Tom and I have the same memory. Wasn't it Patti Smith in Easter on the cover? She had armpit hair. It's the first lady armpit hair I saw.
Yeah, no. I went to college in New York City. Believe me, I saw my share of armpit hair.
I saw there's a
Not
Dove.
to mention facial hair on women.
There's a Dove commercial for women, and there's a woman with armpit hair kind of just dancing around. And it's just, it's a fine commercial, but in my head when I saw it, I go, my dad's going to yell when he sees this.
Yeah.
He's going to scream.
That doesn't bother me as much as some other stuff.
How about leg hair? Just let it go.
It depends.
All right.
I was at a Japanese restaurant the other day. And,
this can't end well.
No,
I'm not. You know the one, Christy.
Yeah.
And where we are, it's been extraordinarily hot. And I look over at this guy, and I'm thinking, wow, that guy's wearing really heavy sweatpants. What the hell? Why would he wear that when the weather's like this? Then I realized it was his leg hair.
Oh,
This guy had the legs of a gorilla.
Yikes.
I mean, really, I honestly thought he was wearing very furry sweatpants.
Well, you remember this story. I don't know why, but I took a shower with an advertiser one time.
anything to get their money.
And he was the president of a local sports team.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, and it looked like he was wearing a sweater in the shower. I'm not embellishing. It was amazing. An amazing amount of body hair.
First name starts with an R.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I'm guessing he's still hairy like that. I don't know, but my goodness.
Well, unless he's been seriously burned in a napalm accident.
Could be, yeah.
His songs with numbers in the title. Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, we're on Christie's list now.
Edge of 17.
Stevie Nicks, great song.
That's a good one.
Another one, Bites the Dust. One Way or Another.
Wait a minute. Where's the number? Another one by
Number one.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that doesn't
stretch.
Yeah, One Way or Another.
That's not a
stretch,
numeral
too.
one.
Yeah, right.
A Pirate Looks at 40, Jimmy Buffett.
Great song.
Goody Two Shoes, Adam Ant.
Oh, I like that one.
You don't smoke, don't drink. What do you do? You don't smoke.
Oh, so you know the lyrics to that one.
Of course.
Something.
I would die for you.
Oh,
yeah, Prince. That's a good one.
I don't know how popular it is, but do you guys know the song Dayton, Ohio, 1903 by Randy Newman?
I do, yeah.
I do.
Dun, dun, sad and slow. I love that song. My goodness.
One of my top 10 albums of all time, Randy Newman, Good Old Boys.
Sure.
The song Rednecks.
No, I know. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Satire, folks.
We had a lot of people write in Chicago's 25 or 6
to 4.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And question 67 or 68.
Two out of 3 ain't bad. Meatloaf.
50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. When I'm 64. There's tons of
A
songs.
lot of them with numbers.
What about like
December
artists?
63. Oh, that's a good song.
What a night.
What about artists with it, like Tupac? Does that count?
What?
Tupac. He has a 2 in the name.
No.
Okay, that's fine. We can move on.
See, that's what, instead of writing out T-O, they use the numeral
Willie
2.
looks like he got yelled at by his mom.
Okay, second.
Okay.
Okay, well, this is all fascinating stuff. Thank you very much. And can you grab that, please?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Ivan Jerkinoff. And this is a Some Other News special report. Well, I've been asked to read this press release from M&M, the candy company. Okay, and I'll read it right now.
You're reading a press release?
I'm reading a press release from M&M.
Oh, M&M's. Okay, very good.
They sent it to me by regular mail. There, you can hear me with the paper. There's been a lot of news coverage lately about the 2 workers who had to be rescued after falling into a vat of chocolate. They go on. As you know, both employees escaped without injury after swimming a few laps in the giant vat of chocolate. To alleviate any concerns over the negative publicity, we are initiating a promotional campaign, one taken straight from the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh. Okay.
We're offering our own so-called golden tickets, hidden in select bags of M&Ms.
Oh, wow, nice.
Only these are very special golden tickets. If you open a delicious bag of M&Ms and find one that's oversized and misshapen, perhaps with a toenail still attached, then you're a winner. All you have to do to collect your prize is to shut your mouth. Do not say anything to anyone. Then quietly and discreetly bring it to Mars M&M's headquarters. After you sign an ironclad non-disclosure agreement, you'll receive an envelope filled with $500 cash.
Nice.
So start buying up those M&Ms in search of your own severed toe. I mean, golden ticket. And don't forget to try their newest flavors, French fry, gabagoo, toe jam, blue cheese, and driveway gravel.
Thanks. That sounds good.
They melt in your mouth, not in your hand. And remember, save the red M&Ms for me.
Will do,
This is Dick Hitswater sitting in for Ivan Jurgenoff, and this has been a Some Other News special report. Yeah.
Thank you, Dick Hitswater. Yeah, so the two folks that fell into the vat of chocolate are okay?
They're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have they said how that
Apparently,
happened?
at one of the reports I read, it was a dry chocolate, like a powder.
I don't think they went under, though.
No, it was waist deep.
Yeah.
But they couldn't get out.
So they're just standing there in chocolate.
How do you fall in?
I don't know.
And then they had to be rushed to the hospital because they were standing in chocolate. Why is that? What's going on?
I don't know.
They were messing around.
I want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but I assume they were goofing.
Grab
Because I goof around with my pals every job we've had.
I tell you what, I bet you some bitch won't go over and stand in that chocolate. Like, hell, I won't.
Don't you dare me.
And the legend begins.
Take your shoes off, Lloyd. We're going in. What the hell? I hope everybody's okay. I remain a big M&M's fan. I'll tell you right now.
You like a fondue? You like a chocolate fondue?
I do. I like chocolate almost anything. I do love M&M's, especially at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Do you ever throw M&M's in your popcorn?
Yes.
I've never done that.
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
I will take a handful of popcorn and dump a bunch of M&M's in my mouth. I've done that. But I don't sprinkle.
Oh, hey, that reminds me. When Jess Hooker comes in today, I found out something very interesting. Someone was kind of helping us out with the girls. And my little girls, and we discovered that one of the reasons that one of my picky eating, 6-year-old, she seems to really enjoy the pancakes.
Yeah.
That someone else was making. And here's what I found out was going on.
What?
She puts syrup in the pancake mix before she cooks them.
Oh, sweetens it up.
This is news to me. What a great idea.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff you can do with your pancake.
Yeah,
Put
put
vanilla,
cinnamon.
She put vanilla and actually put the syrup in the pancake batter.
Okay.
This is genius. I had no idea. Of course, now we're adding even more raw sugar and white flour.
Well, sure, yeah,
Anything to
I
get
got
this
that.
kid to eat. That's what you know what I'm talking about, parents.
I saw this guy on the internet, and he takes syrup and he puts it in the freezer for like 10 minutes, and then he kind of cuts it and rolls it into little balls, puts it in the batter, and it does like the McDonald's, what are they called?
McGriddle?
It's like the McGriddle things where there's like little syrup pockets, in the pancake.
Okay, that's genius.
Right? I mean, the other way is also very cool because it's evenly distributed syrup, but those pockets, man, that's special.
Oh, we got to get Ms. Hooker to try this. That sounds really cool.
My ratio of syrup to pancake is way off. I could go through a whole bottle.
I don't
let
use
myself eat pancake.
Can I tell you my
Hang
new
on a
butter?
second. Excuse me, Willie. I don't know if you heard Killjoy to my right.
No, I love pancakes, but I use applesauce on them instead of.
I'm fine with that's kind of fun for little Christy doing your
I
thing.
like applesauce.
But you're aware of syrup, and it goes on a
I
pancake.
do have syrup. Yes.
Now, do they serve this? Is that how they serve them in Moscow?
God.
Or I put a
You're
fried
having
egg.
dinner, pancakes with applesauce.
You ever put fried eggs on your pancakes? It's so good.
Fried eggs?
Yeah, fried eggs on a pancake, and it, over easy, so it soaks up the yolk.
Yeah, my new thing is making really thin pancakes and then putting scrambled eggs in the middle and rolling them
There
up
you go,
like a big
see?
cigar.
See, you're onto something there, but what you have to do is when you get the stack of flapjacks at the pancake store, you take the top one with the butter on it, and then you turn it upside down, put the butter in the middle there, and then you let it all heat up.
Oh, that's
the butter
genius.
melts. You let it
Good.
marry a little bit. That's
I like that idea.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you know the straw thing for popcorn at the movie theater?
Yes.
When a movie theater has that machine that gives out, albeit fake, butter, you take a straw and you stick it in that little nozzle.
Right.
Then you stick your bag of popcorn in there.
And there's no room to do
this. It's sort of like fracking, but the opposite. you're putting.
Neighbors don't complain.
Because don't you hate it when you're the movie's 20 minutes in and the popcorn's all dry at the bottom?
The only problem is with this is that when you do that, it takes you about 10 minutes to get your popcorn ready. I know it does because I've seen a woman do it in front of me, and I'm waiting for the butter dispenser, and she got her straw, and she put it, then she moves her popcorn, and then she gives it a shake, and
And then I also take a napkin and I fill it with that special salt they've got.
Yeah.
So halfway through, I can resalt the.
Willie, have you ever done this? Do you ever go up to the butter dispenser, just tilt your head back and just take a pour?
I've never done that. I've never taken just like a shot of butter, but I've done that with pot butter that I've made because I didn't want to make edibles because I got too lazy. But my move at the movie theater is I give them like a 5 or whatever, and I'm like, hey, can you give me some of the good stuff? The butter salt they have in the back, and they put that in a tiny little cup for you. You got to sprinkle it on yourself.
Oh my God!
My goodness.
You know what I love about this show is no matter what we're talking about,
It always
gets
goes back to food.
Yeah, we were talking about songs with numbers in the title, and obviously
now we're talking about pancakes.
That's the saddest thing that happened during COVID. They stopped the butter dispenser, and you had to get like little plastic ramekins of butter. They give those to you.
But the butter's back. So I've got to try all these new pancake recipes. This one that Willie talked about, that really intrigues me.
Remember, Christy doesn't like syrup. Who thought that was surprising?
It's not that I don't like it. It's
just too flavorful. There's too much.
It's too sweet.
It's too sweet.
Honey, come down for breakfast. Could you wear all gray?
No, I like.
We're going to have dry pancakes with no syrup.
I make them for the kids with syrup, but I really like. To be honest with you, I really like eggs on them.
And as the kids are eating the syrup pancakes, you go, boy, that's a lot of calories.
No, I do not.
No, that's a lot of calories.
Lifetime on the hips.
No, I do not.
Once on the lips, a lifetime on the hips.
Oh my God!
I don't know.
Wait a second. What's that phrase again?
Once on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. Yeah. You haven't heard that?
What a fun little phrase that inspired eating disorders across the country.
Yeah, exactly. You know, a lot of shaming comes
bony women.
A lot of shaming comes in rhyme form. It's really nice. Yeah.
And I think now, if we could get back to our discussion of songs with numbers in the title, Christy, you got a couple more. I think I know the best one. I'm going to find it for you.
Oh, I just lost my list. What do you have?
We lost our list.
Oh, we got it. Gosh, there's so many.
This to me is one of the best ones. Let me see if I can get this to
Skater.
work. They got back together with Joe Walsh a couple of years ago, and I desperately wanted to see that show, and I couldn't get to it.
Vitale and
no, it was what is it? Jimmy Fox. Joe Vitale, who plays with Joe all the time, was in here. What a nice guy.
I didn't meet him. If I met him,
you weren't here the day he was here?
I don't think I was.
Here's a great one we missed. 1985. Bowling for Soup.
Oh, really fun.
That's a fun song.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
I think my favorite number song that I forgot about earlier, 100%, is 99 Problems by Jay-Z.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That song
is a good one.
So fun.
I, of course, have never heard it.
You probably have.
It's the video. If you haven't seen the video, Rick Rubin is in it, and he's wearing like a big mink coat rolling around town with Jay-Z. It's pretty. It's
And
pretty.
the sample beat in that is from a Billy Squire song.
Yeah.
Oh, who you fought with in front of everyone.
Wait, really?
Oh, yeah.
Did you win?
It almost got physical.
Here are the R&B and hip-hop songs with 3005. Do you know that song?
Oh, that's childish.
Gambino. Very good, chick. 100.
100 by Drake in the Game?
No, 100. Just 100.
Oh, okay.
Khalid.
Got it. Do not know that one.
Yeah.
No.
6 Feet Under.
I do not know that
The
one.
Weeknd. 45 Seconds with Rihanna, Kanye West, and Paul McCartney.
Only got 45 seconds to say the world. Is that one?
Yeah, I don't know. 8 out of 10, Drake.
I do not know that one.
Oh, yeah. 8 out of 10 ain't bad.
Oh, no.
Great song.
99 Problems was on here.
Has anyone mentioned, did we get one?
By Harry Nilsson?
One is the loneliest.
3 Dog Night.
3 Dog Night covered?
Hate that song.
I love that song.
Why?
Well,
you know why?
It opens with a grammar issue.
I think about it, though.
One is the loneliest number you'll ever do. What?
Well, he's trying to rhyme it.
I think it's your biggest fear, to be alone. I think that might be one.
No, I hate the song. I enjoy being alone very much. I am. But how about the summer of '69?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's one.
Singular sensation.
This is a good song.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Woo! Anybody watch the Tony Awards?
A little bit of it. Yeah.
Mike Mark did. He said it was great.
What won big? Did we?
Oh, I had that story yesterday. Hold on, I got
Company won big for a revival.
Yeah,
I know the Michael Jackson thing won too, didn't it? It was pretty popular.
Did Jennifer Hudson get the old EGOT?
She didn't.
Did she finally finish that?
She produced that.
Man, she's talented. So she's got to be probably the most commercially successful person off American Idol.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And she didn't even win the reality
and the
show.
EGOT, I know Whoopi Goldberg won it. There's only been like, what, 20 or something. Time to move forward here.
Yes.
2 tickets to paradise.
Oh, yeah. Eddie Money.
Missed that one.
Remember that? He did it live on the show with us, and he looked at us and goes, "Hey, I'm going to the airport. Who's with me?"
Really?
He says that. Yeah, at the end of the 2 tickets.
Well, that's the other thing he said.
The horse stole my wallet. Yes,
Wow.
I was going to leave that.
I was going to have Dean do it because Dean does it. Hang on a second. Dean, can you do the horse stole my wallet for me?
Don't make him do that.
He's going to come through.
And he was totally he was serious.
Eddie Money was here, and what did Eddie Money say, Dean?
I'll let you be the hotel manager bursting in the room.
Okay. What's going on in here?
The horse stole my wallet.
May he rest in peace.
That actually happened, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we actually heard that. Can you imagine someone actually saying that in real life, not in a movie?
Was he lost for a couple days?
Remember how tall he was? I was always amazed at how tall he was.
I was amazed he had that same hair color Godwin has.
Yeah.
Kind of that sort of brownish.
Eggplant?
Doesn't exist in nature thing.
It's a shade of fake.
That's when the dye oxidizes.
Let's see. Where were we? Oh, we haven't even finished our sportscast yet.
I can't drive 55, San Diego.
Oh, that's another great one. Oh, I know one. I forget. Wait a minute. Saved by Zero.
Oh, yeah.
The Fix.
Yeah.
That's a great song.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't heard that in ages.
I love the Fix.
Saved by Zero. We'll come back and try to remember some other ones. Also coming up in the news, we've got...
I think the cops
Dave's not here. Dave's not here. Dave's not here.
Okay.
You got it. Dave's not
Marijuana
here.
news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Do you know a dad who's a big Bob and Tom fan? Well, get him a Father's Day gift he'll open every day. A membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian John Campanera.
Vin Scully is funny because he's one of these announcers that loves to read lips. Wait a minute, here comes Tracy out of the dugout. He's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep. Chipper Jones takes one on the outside, 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Don't forget about Bob and Tom tonight. It's a highlight show on the video webcast of today's show. Highlights tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Check out our Facebook page as well. See bobandtom.com for more details. It's Bob and Tom tonight. Why sit around and watch the news when you can tune in and be entertained with the best segments of today's show tonight? Again, Bob and Tom tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Tuesday. It's June 14th.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Friday's Rolling Stones concert in Bern, Switzerland is a big maybe right now after Mick Jagger tested positive for COVID-19. The Rolling Stones canceled their Amsterdam show yesterday after Jagger arrived at the venue with symptoms. Fans had already started to arrive when the cancellation was announced. Filmmaker Quentin Tarantino is being presented with an honorary doctorate from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. The school lauds him for what is called his critically acclaimed cinematic success as a writer, director, and actor. Tarantino is married to Israeli singer-model Daniela Pick and now splits his time between Tel Aviv and Hollywood. And if you think of getting your hands on a Jack and Coke while cutting out the middleman, Coca-Cola is there to help. The beverage company teaming up with the makers of Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey to sell pre-mixed cocktails, no bartender required. The first of the canned Jack and Coke drinks will be launched in Mexico and will be sold globally after that. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Don't know what to give a certain dad for Father's Day? Well, how about a gift he'll open every day? A membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
I left work early, drove right home. Didn't know you'd be here. Well, now that you are, there's only one thing I'd like you to do, my dear. Honey, pull up my skirt, undo my blouse, peel off my pantyhose. Baby, take off my bra and my spiked heels. Honey, take off all of my clothes. Take them all off, baby. Honey, pull down the shades, turn down the lights, lock up all of the doors. If I catch you wearing my clothes again, honey, I will file for divorce. Bob, that skirt doesn't even go with that blouse. Now put on this apron and go do the dishes.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
And then the thing between your back door and your
What?
genitalium is the perineum. Is that what it is? Perineum?
Perineum.
Okay.
Perineum.
Just refer to it as the...
That's like an azalea.
In slang, can we use the word taint instead of the
taint,
back
of course.
door?
My husband calls it the beach.
The beach.
Really?
You know, you can almost hear.
Hey, let's have a little picnic at the beach.
Why does he call it the beach?
I don't know.
That little area down there is the
You mean
beach?
he goes, "Oops, I hit the beach." Is that what he says?
No, when we've
Does
talked
he,
about this subject before.
Does
and
he like it?
said
Does he like it when you're on the beach? Does he like you to?
said
He likes it on the beach.
that he
play
lives
with
in
his-
a different century
You
than
play
me.
with his
so
beach?
no, I'm
likes
just
it when
saying
you
that's
play
what
with
he
the
calls
beach.
that area.
And what? How does that come up in conversation? As general rule. Pass the salt. By the way, my beach itches. What?
All right, man, let's hit the beach.
Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure, that's famous.
Yeah, you know, small,
Sure.
thugged out town. You know, it's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come home for dinner.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a...
On the website.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, stationed at the news desk.
Yes, sir.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Hey, there's Jeff Oskey.
Yeah.
In for Josh Arnold. Has just a touch of the COVID. He'll be back when he, test negative or has to run a mile in under 6 minutes or something. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. He's manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee at the sports desk, and here's Tom.
We really haven't completed our sportscast, but no reason to go back to it right now because we're talking about songs that have numbers in the title.
I couldn't agree more.
I don't know why we're talking about this, but there are some good ones out there. The Bob Dylan song you said was in the top 10 was what, called what?
2 by 2?
I would think it would be Rainy Day Women number 12 and 35. It's this, which is an odd title. It's like a Led Zeppelin title.
Horrible.
This tune.
They're coming to take me away.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
That would be, what is it called? A mashup?
Yes.
Little amalgam of those two? That's a great idea, Christy.
There's some
That's
guy out
exactly
there.
what I think.
What is the song he does with the Zeppelin and he mashes it up with a totally different song and it is badass? Somebody will tweet me about it. It's amazing.
Is it Z-Trip?
No.
But this one, this is the Stoners Anthem.
My first beer. My first beer. Okay. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
They'll stone you when you feeling all alone. Whatever the hell it is. That's a more famous song than 2 by 2, I would say.
I don't even know what 2 by 2 sounds like.
And then this is one of the most unusual requests I've ever received here. They want to hear Flossie Dicky.
What is that?
Oh,
remember this?
What is wrong with him?
No, that's not Flossie.
That's not Flossie.
That's not Flossie.
Flossie's the.
Flossie's dead.
Flossie's way tired.
Is it this lady?
Why would you do something like this?
Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry, I thought it was Flossie Dicky.
No, Flossie Dicky is. I'm so tired.
Oh.
Remember, she was 100.
Being interviewed.
What's wrong with him?
That's not Flossie Dicky. I didn't know I had it over here, too.
Sorry. We'll have to dig this up for you, Chandra. Is it Chandra or Chandra? What do you
Ask
think?
her, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, here's an idea.
I'm damn happy to be standing up here with you guys celebrating this.
Okay, I got it. Here's the Flossie Dicky. Here we go. Here's Flossie. Here she is.
I am tired.
There you go.
There you go.
And she's also dead. She passed away.
She did pass away.
You didn't have to bring that up. We were all having a little party over here. we're having a little Flossie party, right, Willie?
Yeah, Chick's the guy that always.
I don't know why I said that.
How you feeling, Flossie?
I am tired.
Let's take a nap, babe.
Of breathing.
Hey, you're a guest on the show. You can't throw out stuff like that.
They should have hired the lady covering that. And remember, some TV station. She asked, "How you doing, Flossie?" And you got.
We got this.
She recovered incredibly.
She also said this.
I am tired.
Flossie,
Man, come on,
The
Flossie.
FCC is really on us
Family
right
show.
There are kids listening.
I am tired.
I know you're tired, but who did that beat? Jeez.
Button it up.
Okay, that's embarrassing.
Hey, elsewhere in sports, a longtime New York family found a creative way to bring a bit of Yankee love with them. For those of you who like the Yankees, anybody?
I like the Yankees.
Yeah,
They're doing great. New York's having a great baseball year.
They relocated to Arizona in 2014, and their home includes a Little League field built with a Yankee scoreboard situated at the fence. Well, isn't that just
Isn't that
great for their neighbors? Now, after nearly 8 years, the owners are ready to part ways with their beloved 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in Arizona, and it's only $2 million. It doesn't sound like it's a very, palatial home. For
I think it's a few
million.
acres.
Well,
$2 million. That's a lot of money.
No, but not in Arizona.
I don't know what the
way
real
homes
estate
are.
is.
The way homes are right now.
So you're complaining?
It should be a nicer house. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, my
maybe they're not
God.
going to get the $2 million they want, but maybe it's a nice place. It's got
I'm looking it up.
a baseball stadium scoreboard.
Hang on, Tom. Do you see what Christy's doing?
I'm looking it up.
You know how guys look at porn? Christy looks at Zillow.
They call her Godzilla.
She loves Zillow, man.
Christy, you look like the computer guy in 24. You know, like how there's always a computer person.
I'm in.
Oh my gosh, this is pretty cool.
Is it?
Look at. I mean, it's a big scoreboard. I mean,
Well, that's just stupid. It's too big. Showtime. It's too big. That's dumb.
That's insane.
No, I can't. Is that in the middle of the desert? I can't see what's in back of it. Are they?
yes, it's in the middle
Okay,
of it.
that's
It's
kinda
Arizona, Tom.
Because the picture I'm looking at, I mean, it looks just like a little mini Yankee Stadium, but I mean, it looks like there are 40 people in line just to get into the bathroom.
Oh, really?
You talk about authentic.
Man, they purchased the home for $480,000, and they're asking $2.3 million. Wow.
8 years ago. What's the current rate of?
That's a hell of an
I don't think
investment.
it's like that, but it's close. Yeah.
Well, they had to spend a few $100,000 for that scoreboard.
It's a nice. Oh, this is a nice ranch.
What do you got square feet? What square feet?
I don't know
you
how many
got?
square feet, but look, it's a nice ranch.
I'm not a big fan of gravel yards.
Well, you don't live in Arizona either. If you had to
Yet.
You fan
water
of
all
rattlesnakes?
that.
Okay.
Oh, they have grass in the back. Oh my God, This is really cool. This is really nice.
Is that AstroTurf or is it real grass?
It looks real grass.
It does look like real grass.
Yeah.
They've got a nice water bill.
Yeah, they do.
I hope a Red Sox fan buys this house and burns it to the ground.
Yeah.
Out of spite.
Yeah.
I won't even show it to Sox fans. I don't care. It's my house. I'll sell it who I want to.
Oh, he's got a nice outdoor patio area with a grill. Oh, it's sweet.
Holy heck, really?
Oh, what else you got?
A British runner has beaten a horse.
What?
What?
To win the man versus horse marathon across the Welsh countryside. I don't believe any word in this story.
Was the horse healthy?
According to reports,
Nope, only had 3 legs.
Yeah. Like, I can beat a horse after I shoot it.
the gentleman, Ricky Lightfoot, became the first person in 15 years to finish ahead of a horse after finishing in a time of 2 hours, 22 minutes, 23 seconds. I can only guess the horse lost interest and didn't know it was in a race.
That's the thing. See, the horse doesn't know it's in a race.
No, I'm not. I don't know. We're not
grazing.
What is competition?
Yeah, I saw the headline. I thought this is BS. Apparently, it involves very rugged terrain.
The 37-year-old Ricky Lightfoot edged out Lane Houseboy, ridden by Kim Allman, by 2 minutes and 1 second.
Now, see, there's another thing there. The horse has got a guy on it. The guy doesn't have like a monkey or something on him to make it fair.
I think it's only fair that, he should have something on his back.
Like a big chip on his ass.
Hey, maybe he
slow him down.
Maybe he could carry his wife. She's on she's on his back anyway.
Oh,
You got that right.
come on, folks. We hate wives.
Anyway, marriage is for suckers.
That's right.
Lightfoot's win marks the third time in this event's 41-year history that a runner beat a horse. The marathon pits 1,200 runners against a team of 60 horses. What's going on?
It's the terrain is the key to this.
Over 22 miles of rugged terrain.
What?
The endurance race came into existence in 1980 following a bet in a pub, which is still the starting point for the marathon, after 2 locals argued over whether a man could beat a horse in a long-distance race. What about a sprint?
Well, I don't think.
Yeah, on a regular track,
Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, sure.
All world records coming up, and I got a bunch of them.
Okay, we got to get a song out of Mr. Godwin.
All right.
Getting ready for that big charity show coming up on Friday night, Pat. You got to get the capo out, right?
Capo? I'll have that Friday.
Okay. And then, do you know what song you want to play?
I'll do whatever you want me to do.
Really?
What song is it you want to hear?
What do you want to hear?
I bet you won't. when we
We
come
have
back.
another pancake hack when we come back.
Oh, good.
Do that, Tom. Drive.
And we've got Jessica coming in with more.
Try to drive him crazy. Just out of the just out of nowhere.
I can do it.
Okay.
Believe me. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Don't know what to give a certain dad for Father's Day? Well, how about a gift he'll open every day? A membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not. Yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called "Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040." Yeah, there's a tax joke for the accountants.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Hey, Ken Tarmac. Mark Allison with you, rolling through a Tuesday. It's June 14th. Jessica Hooker on the way. Hooker, the cooker. And make sure that you check out the Bob and Tom live video feed if you'd like to watch the show as it happens. It's free, bobandtom.com/live. That's where you go to watch the live video feed. If you want to see the show as it happens, we just ask you don't watch the live video feed as you're, I don't know, driving down the road in your big rig or taking the kids to summer camp. Whatever it is you're doing, make sure you're focused on doing it as safe as you can. But if you can watch our show in safety, say at your kitchen table, or maybe you're at the office and the boss doesn't know, we won't tell them. bobandtom.com/live to watch the Bob and Tom live video feed. For those of you that want to continue to listen to the Bob and Tom show, keep it here on Bob and Tom 24/7. And we thank you. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with things you may have missed. Wall Street opened this week with heavy losses that put the benchmark S&P 500 at a level considered to be a so-called bear market. Rising interest rates, war in Ukraine, China's economic slowdown, all leading investors to reconsider what they're willing to pay for a wide range of stocks, from high-flying tech companies to industrial conglomerates. Big swings have become commonplace. Monday, no exception. The S&P 500 falling 3.9%. Now it's nearly 22% below its record set earlier this year, so now it is a bear market. The Dow Industrial sank 3%. The tech-savvy NASDAQ Composite tumbled nearly 5%. Meanwhile, Yellowstone officials assessing the damage caused by a deluge of floodwaters that forced an evacuation of parts of the iconic national park just as the summer tourism season ramping up. A torrent of rain combined with a rapidly melting snowpack caused Monday's flooding, which cut off electricity and forced the closure of all entrances to the park. Can't imagine what the backups must have been there. No immediate reports of injuries. It's unclear when the park will reopen. Some of the worst damage happened in the northern section of the park. National Park Service photos showed a landslide, washed out bridges and roads undercut by floodwaters. Again, that's in Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
For Father's Day, give Dad total access to the entire Bob and Tom library. Give Dad a membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation at the water cooler.
Man, I can't wait until the new episodes of Survivor are shown. I've really become addicted to those reality shows.
Oh, I am too. I lived for Rupert. I love that guy. I've wanted to be a Survivor contestant ever since the first one. The locations they stay at are so beautiful.
Oh, yeah, they sure are. Hey, would you ever do Big Brother?
Well, actually, I've already done my Big Brother.
Huh?
I haven't done my father or my grandpa yet.
You've slept with your Big Brother Dave?
Well, yeah.
Wow, small world. I slept with your Big Brother Dave.
What?
Yeah, he's cute.
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Wow. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theatre.
Wow. All right. Well, that took a nasty turn, didn't it?
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Mike Birbiglia is our guest. Are you dating anyone? Do you have a...
I realize what I need to find is a woman who loves me for my money, but doesn't understand math. I know this girl, and she wasn't too bright. She wasn't like book smart. She was like magazine smart or butter label smart.
I went out with this girl middle of the day. I swear to God. And she goes, you know what turns me on? I go, what? And she said, black guys. which I really found discouraging. Because I've been mistaken for a lot of things in my life, but I've never had anyone be like, you're black, right? No, I'm Olive Garden Italian.
Don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom
24/7.com.
Hey. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi.
In his flesh-colored shirt there.
My nudie shirt.
Yes, he looks nude. There's Jeff Oskey.
Yes, sir.
And for Josh Arnold, I forget who used to sit there. Jess Hooker joins us.
Hi.
Which I owe her an apology. We'll get to that in a moment. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Thank you very much.
Do you remember a couple days ago we were asking about food?
Mm-hmm.
And I let you know that Jess has a secret for her chicken noodles.
Yeah.
She puts yellow food coloring in it to make it look richer, and I said this is the best.
I didn't know you told everybody that.
I told everybody that yesterday. And,
why the apology?
Well, because I don't think she wanted it known. It was a secret. And
No, it just makes it look more appetizing. It's fine. Otherwise, it's about the color of Pat's shirt. And,
It's not appetizing.
And nobody wants that color.
Yeah, I think we can all agree.
We all agree.
1954 Band-Aid beige.
Wait a minute, this is your shirt.
I know, that's why I gave it to you.
It does look like a Band-Aid. It's a giant Band-Aid.
That's why I hate that color shirt.
So obviously you were gifted that shirt. You would not buy that.
Hey, that bucket of Shut Up.
It's here.
It's right there. Yeah, I was. Yes, I can't wear that color.
Dad, are you getting
That's the color you have on right now.
Yeah,
no, this is a nice khaki.
No, it's not nice.
No.
It's not.
You're in the bottom of the rotation with your shirts.
Did
you had
you
a great
hear-
week
That's
last
kind of
week.
green. That's not
what is
khaki.
that?
Wait a minute, did you hear just how quickly and easily Pat lied?
Yeah.
He looked at you and said, you've got wearing the same color shirt. It's not even close to the same
To
color
me, it
shirt.
looks like the same color.
To me, it looks...
This is a traditional khaki. If I were in
green.
Africa on safari, I'd wear a shirt like this. This is all cotton, the way God intended clothing to be made.
Well, what's the shirt he's wearing?
Who knows?
What's your shirt?
I know. That's why I gave it to you, because I hate that
I
color.
just got laughed at for these shorts.
I love those shorts.
These shorts are great.
Their pajamas is what they are.
I can go for a hard day at work to a nice lunch.
Yeah, you can go to
They're a nice
Shuffleboard
heavy-
at 2:30.
Well, they're like a heavy hemp.
It's a hemp.
Yeah.
You want to touch my
Like a
shorts?
hemp.
Right out here. You want to touch my shorts?
No, I don't.
You're wearing hemp?
I don't know if those are the shorts for you, buddy.
I know. They're a little loud.
What about my
I like them.
shoes?
Love the
Oh,
shoes.
yeah.
Oh, hey, that's nice. The color of vomit.
Hey, that would match Pat's shirt.
Oh, my God, they are
So you're making fun of me. You have nudie shoes on.
Nudie shoes.
You
Okay.
fool.
Damn it.
You should trade shirts with Pat, and then you'd be.
I ain't true.
Could I talk to Ms. Hooker?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Two things. So I found out that one of the young ladies who's helping us with the girls. Saturday mornings, I try to get my
Wait till you hear what he
6-year-old.
wants to tell you.
Okay.
This is a small secret that's revelatory to me.
It's like
Saturday
someone.
morning you're
So
doing
I
what?
can never get Hart to eat my pancakes.
Okay.
And I'll put chocolate in them and nothing works.
Right.
So I found out that Emma's over, and what she does when she makes her pancakes, she pours syrup into the batter,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and then puts a bunch of pads of butter in the batter too.
Wow.
And then throws in the chocolate chips. So this is a super healthy.
We have to get Emma in here for Learn How to Eat. She sounds like some sort of genius.
Now, but Willie, you say there's another hack. This sounds really cool. How does it work?
I bet you've seen this on the TikTok there, Jess. It's you take the syrup and you put it a little like foil or whatever down in the sheet pan. You put it in the freezer for about 10 minutes. You take it out, you cut it up into little squares, roll those into little balls, throw that in the batter, and then you got the McGriddle style syrup pockets.
Oh, wow.
Here's another one.
That's nice.
This is from Aaron. When I make pancakes for the kids, I always go a little light on my liquid and add in Hershey's chocolate syrup into the mix so they get chocolatey pancakes. 10 for 10 every time.
But the notion that Willie has that was also with the chips is you get. It's like that cum gum, where you get the...
Yeah, cum gum.
Six.
Yep.
What? No. No.
Oh, my God.
where you're eating and then you get that burst of flavor. What's that stuff called?
Squirts in your mouth. Freshen up. Yeah.
Isn't that what it's called?
No, what?
Freshen up.
Look
it up.
Are you trying to be...
It had
It
little.
was. It had, like,
depending
liquid
on,
in it.
Depending on your flavor choice, you bit into it and squirted.
Like
your
Gushers. Gushers. There you go.
I'm
For your
sorry.
generation, it'd be
And
Gushers.
we called it Cum Gum.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it was called, right?
Oh,
Everyone called it that?
Everybody. The president called it that.
Oh, I thought he was freestyling.
the president did not call it.
Oh, can you get me some?
Spiro, could you get me? I love the Cum Gum.
Hillary, can you grab me some Cum Gum while you're out there? Thanks a lot.
We're going to do some dirty tricks on Ed Muskie, and then I'm going to have some Cum Gum.
I'm really tired.
Okay, here we go. Now, just the topic, which we keep steering away from, is songs that have numbers in the title.
Oh, I thought it was Pancake.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, you can see the confusion over it. So why did you tell her that story? You wanted her to
Make them next week.
There we go.
Okay.
I want you to do. I want you to do Willie's version.
Okay, sure.
That sounds delicious.
That does.
And then,
I haven't
of
seen
course,
that,
then we
actually.
found out. I'm going to make this the Socratic method.
Okay.
Which one of us in this room doesn't put syrup on pancakes?
Christy, I hate to throw you under the bus here, but
I don't care.
no, she's a savory girl.
I like applesauce, or I like my eggs on my pancakes. I'm sorry.
Applesauce on the latkes, the potato pancakes.
She's going to write the sequel to that famous book, The Joy of Cooking. It's called Joyless Cooking. And now what we're going to do is remove the flavor.
The misery of the kitchen.
No.
You need to give me us, me, Willie, and Josh, and maybe even Jeff. We'll put a menu plan together for you to see how fast you can gain 50 pounds.
Oh, no.
Are you in or not?
No. God, no.
Okay, now we're
Pop-Tarts instead of bread? Oh, it's amazing.
No.
Do you hate breathing? Try the Willie Griswold diet.
That's exactly right.
Okay, now this is going to be a quiz for Ms. Hooker, since we're talking about songs with numbers in them.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had some great ones. Edge of 17, Stevie Nicks. What are some other ones we've talked about?
Oh, gosh, there's a whole bunch.
Lou
We
Bega.
forgot 15 by Taylor Swift. That was a big one.
1, 2, 3, 4 by Feist.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about Carrie Underwood. She's on here. 2 Black Cadillacs.
She's from the generation I Bet You Love 99 Problems by Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Now, how about this one? See if you recognize this one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Is the
96 Tears.
96 Tears.
This band was called Question Mark and the Mysterians.
Yeah, that's right.
96 tears. You're gonna cry. 96 tears.
That's some aggressive organ playing, isn't it?
Got that up in the mix, don't they?
Woo! Egomaniac.
Yeah, that is some very aggressive organ.
Listen,
you're
let me
right.
tell you something. This band is my vocals and this organ, okay?
Great song.
The
The
drums.
guy at Showbiz is like just going so hard.
the big fats.
I'd imagine that 96 Beers was parodied in fraternities across the
Oh,
country.
yeah.
Yeah, it could be. No, Pat, we promised a song from you. Maybe
would
you
you
could
like?
do your.
Do you have a song with a number in it?
I have a song with a number in it. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you
Mick
do.
Jagger story.
Oh no, but I meant, don't you have a classic song with a number in it? The number 99.
I do. Yes, I do.
Oh, my gosh.
You know.
Is this on your new album, Captured Live?
If you guys don't,
It is, actually.
we shut this down for a month. We all need a break. Maybe 2 months. You go to Broadway and do an update of the Sunshine Boys. You guys on stage.
Stop poking me with the finger.
And no script. You just sit on stage and argue. I would absolutely watch.
Now, Pat, how does the song go?
Well, they don't have any sing-along drinking songs to recovering alcoholics, so I thought I would write one.
Okay.
And it goes a little something like this. 99 bottles of beer in the wall, 99 bottles of beer, but I'm not drinking today. I'm in AA. 99 bottles of beer, and there's still 99 bottles of beer in the wall. 99 bottles of beer. I think I told you before, I don't drink anymore. 99 bottles of beer in the wall, 99 bottles of beer in the wall, 99 bottles of beer. You know, it sounds like fun. I'll have just one. 3 bottles of beer in the wall. 3 bottles of beer in the wall. 3 bottles of beer. Get your hands off me, officer. I'll kick you in the rear.
Is that on the album?
It is. Captured Live.
Does it have the same ending?
It doesn't have the original lyrics?
It has the original lyrics. Yeah.
Does it now, really?
Yeah, it's live. You get a racier live.
Yeah, right. Racier? Edgy, okay.
Less woke.
Got a nice letter about Simply Safe. the home security system that Chick McGee got us all onto, and it was a letter about how that water alarm in the basement can certainly be helpful. But tell me more about Simply Safe Chick.
Well, it's the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system. It's advanced whole home security that puts you, your home, and your family's safety first. And how's this sound? Peace of mind. How about that? Simply Safe offers comprehensive protection not only against intruders and burglary, but against expensive home hazards and flooding to fires. 24/7 professional monitoring. Simply Safe's agents take action the moment a threat is detected, sending police or first responders in an emergency, even if you're not home. Simply Safe uses proprietary video verification technology. I understand it, but I don't think I'd bore you if I tried to explain it to you. So monitoring agents can visually confirm the threat in order to get higher priority with 911 dispatch. And monitoring plans are affordable. Some priced at just $1 a day, no long-term contract or hidden fees, because feeling safe at home shouldn't break the bank. And you can customize the perfect system and install it yourself in just a few minutes at simplysafetom.com. Plus, of course, we have a deal for you. Go today and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com.
I have a letter real quick.
Okay.
A friend of mine in Michigan woke up to water in his basement. It was pouring through his basement windows. Fortunately, he said, for the 4th time, Simply Safe came through for me in a big, big way. I rarely endorse any product, but I can simply say in all honesty, Simply Safe is a great security system. I've been a customer since they started.
All right. Thank you very much, Simply
Thanks,
Safe.
Dave.
Coming up, we may get back to our sportscast. With any luck, we'll move on to other things. Do we have world records coming up?
Yeah, even close to being done. We got a letter, complaint
I'll just take
letter.
the rest of the day off.
We got dogs. We've got
cats. We got
international marijuana news. You're gonna like a lot, I think. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Yeah, you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. How about having some laughs and sending some local kids to summer camp, a night of live comedy? This Friday at the Irving Theater on East Washington Street in Indianapolis, performances by Willie Griswold, Jeff Oskey, Pat Godwin, hosted by Tom Griswold and Chick McGee. For tickets, head on over to bobandtom.com/comedy show. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom news update. More than 100 million Americans are being warned to stay indoors if possible as a heat wave settles over states stretching through parts of the Gulf Coast to the Great Lakes and all the way east to the Carolinas. A combination of heat advisory, excessive heat warnings, and excessive heat watches will impact 107.5 million people, and record-setting temperatures are expected to last through midweek. St. Louis, Memphis, Minneapolis, Tulsa are just a few of the cities under the warning. Massive floodage ravaged Yellowstone National Park and nearby areas yesterday, washing out roads and bridges, cutting off electricity, and forcing visitors to evacuate parts of the park at the height of the summer tourist season. All entrances to Yellowstone have been closed due to the deluge caused by heavy rains and melting snowpack. Park officials have been leading tourists out of the most severely affected areas. There are no immediate reports of injuries. And thinking about hopping on the cryptocurrency craze? Not so fast. The price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies fell sharply yesterday. This after a big cryptocurrency leader effectively failed and halted all withdrawals from its platform, citing what it called extreme market conditions. The latest collapse of a pillar of the cryptocurrency industry and others before it have erased tens of billions of dollars of investors' assets. It has also spurred urgent calls for the freewheeling industry to be brought under regulation. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us. When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
He's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Space Shuttle astronauts are halfway through their 7-day research mission. Endeavour is expected to become an orbiting maternity ward today when frog eggs that were fertilized earlier in the mission start to hatch. Now
We are scheduled to hook up with Commander Thompson. We should hook up right now, I believe.
Hello, Houston.
They're speaking with Bob and Tom. Hello, Endeavor.
Hello, Spaceship Earth. This is Captain Thompson.
Hey, Captain, how are you?
Captain, how are you?
We're doing great. We do a lot of experiments up here.
Yeah, we're just reading about the one involving the frog.
The South African clawed frogs, the eggs are about to hatch any moment now, aren't they?
Very excited. As a matter of fact, it looks like they might be hatching about now.
Oh, good.
You people might be the first ones on Earth to hear what's going on.
Well, great.
There they come.
This is exciting.
Some little critter coming out of there. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, God! Oh, help me!
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thank God. Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, good morning, holiday hardware store shoppers. This is Ernie Fergler.
Hey, Ernie.
Hi, how are you?
Good season for hardware. I know I've been in and out of the hardware store a lot
me
lately.
too.
Oh, well, wonderful. Be sure to stop by Fergler's now. I'll be looking for you.
You won't catch me dead in that place.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
I just wanted to say, first, early happy holidays, everyone.
You got some eggnog, it sounds like.
Please stop by the store today for a free cup of Grandpa Fergler's old-fashioned recipe eggnog.
Oh, yeah. What's in that? Probably a lot of cream.
Well, it's got a lot of everything in it, Tom. I must say it's better this year than ever.
Oh, yeah?
I've had a cup already this morning. I have to see that everything seems a lot clearer. I don't know exactly what that is.
Yeah.
But don't take my word for it.
No.
The boys in the back say that my nog is special because it's full of the Christmas spirit, whatever that means.
Nice.
Hey, we got our first order of Christmas trees in again.
Yeah?
Hello?
New trees?
1,000, Bob.
Hey, what's happening, Ernie?
What the hell is going on anyway? How does this happen to me every year?
How many trees did you get, Ernie?
Huh?
How many trees do you have?
1,000, Bob.
Wow.
Damn it, we still have like 300 left from 2007.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
On the website.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Jeff Oskey filling in for Josh Arnold.
Yes, sir.
Joshy, a little under the weather. There's Jessica Hooker.
Hi.
Jess is here. She's
I have pie.
There's some pie in there that looks amazing. Yeah.
I brought pie.
And it weighs about 30 pounds.
Did you pick it up?
Well, you got to anything I eat. Anything I eat, I like to pick it up first.
Do you really?
Damn right I do.
Except for fur pie.
Damn right. No, that's
You
the
like
joke I was
spinner
making.
pie?
Hi, Ace. How are you, buddy?
I'm sorry, you making the fur pie joke? There's this
I
pie,
said spinner
sweet or
pie
savory?
Sweet or savory, he said.
It's sweet.
There's Willie.
Fur pie.
Can you guys excuse me? I have to say a statement that no human has ever said before.
Sure.
Okay. Dad, you need to stop saying fur pie during the intro. All right? No one's ever said that. Isn't that
It needed to be
fantastic?
said.
And while we're at it, stop saying cum gum, okay?
Yeah, no joke.
Huh? Now you got me saying it.
That's what it's called.
I'm Chick McGee,
Not
and
on the
here's
air.
Tom.
Yeah, not on it. It's not called that on the
Freshen
air,
up.
right?
Yeah, freshen
What's it
up.
called?
Freshen up.
Freshen up.
Okay, they still make that stuff?
Apparently.
Okay, once again,
Called open. It's
Thank you
called
for
open.
those. Thank you for that report, Ace.
That was a perfect
I think when we
We're
talk.
going to go down live now to Ace. He's on the scene. He's on the scene of the fire. Is everyone out of the building, Ace?
I think so.
Apparently.
All right. We'll be right back.
We got to do that bit.
That's hilarious.
The gum came up in the context of Willie's. Saw some guy making pancakes in which you freeze a hunk of
burning low
of syrup,
Right.
and then make it in little balls and put it in the pancake, and then when you fry it up,
Yeah.
you've got these little bursts of
That's a
flavor
great
floating
idea.
around like little islands.
Little flavor islands.
That's
Yeah.
what these. That's what the so-called.
It's almost so poetic what you've just done.
Well, when you're talking about a lofty concept, and that concept's like gravity.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is actually a little lesser. This is more of an idea than a concept, but it sounds just completely delicious.
But you wouldn't want anything to do with this, Christy, because of the little flavor bursts.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't turn it down. I would eat it. I just don't pour a bunch of syrup on my pancakes.
What about sausage and syrup in the pancakes? That way you get the sweet and savory, right?
Well, we have those pops in there.
Oh,
that are
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Sausage,
Like corn
maple
dog
syrup on
things.
sausage is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I
absolutely.
agree.
It's the only way to eat
That
it.
is delicious. And again, we're supposed to be doing a sportscast, but this is much more interesting.
What kind of pie do we get?
Oh, we have donut pie.
Holy hell! And Josh isn't here.
I know.
That's a shame.
I know. I did it on purpose, actually.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Donut pie.
Donut pie.
Bavarian.
What would you do if Josh just appeared at the doorway? Did someone say donut pie?
You better be masked up. It's got to be. Okay, what's donut pie?
Donut pie is just day-old donuts that you put in a pie crust and mix up and bake it.
Really?
Yeah, you can put ice cream.
How do you keep them from getting dry?
It's a lot of egg and butter. Yeah, that you put in there with it and bake it. So yeah, it's
We're going to try this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Anytime soon. It sounds good. Now, we have we need to get another song out of Mr. Godwin, but first, after his stellar report, I think it's time for.
Oh, really? Apparently, yeah.
Joke of the day.
Check local listings. It's been very, very hot.
How hot was it? Or is it?
I saw a heat wave yesterday. I waved back.
Yeah. Joke of the
I really
day.
enjoyed that. I saw a heat wave.
Yeah, the heat wave.
It's weirder every day.
You don't like that?
They're getting
Sun's setting.
abstract.
Ace is leaving Kroger and he's waving, "Hi, son."
At the heat.
No, heat wave.
Heat wave.
Heat wave, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I understood the words. Sure. I got the word for it.
It's the humor.
Dear Chick, congratulations on a successful surgery. Well, it's nice to hear details and what led up to how you could avoid such situations. What happened to the little girl? This is what you're farting for. Always gives me a chuckle in the morning. I heard the new one with the two singers. I like it, but I like the little girl yelling, "What am I farting for better?" There she is.
This is what you farted for.
But we're not done yet.
Okay.
We're going to go here.
Stupid world record.
A man from Wales has broken the Guinness World Record for most pubs visited in 24 hours.
Wow.
Pay attention if you'd like to try to beat the record. 29-year-old Gareth
Okay.
Murphy drank at 56 different pubs in Cardiff city centre to break the previous record of 51 set last year by Englishman Matt Ellis. The drinks Murphy consumed during his record-breaking pub crawl included orange juice, apple juice, tango, black currant cordial, cranberry juice, and a Guinness.
Wait, what?
That's what it
You
said.
didn't even drink?
Had a Guinness, I guess, and that's the only alcohol.
One beer.
I can see on it. Following the successful attempt, Murphy said the hardest part by far was the bloatedness of drinking so much. It didn't help that I can't make myself burp either.
What?
You could have at least attempted like the Century Club. You take a shot of beer every hour or every minute for an hour.
This is no fun at all.
Can't do that.
No, that's not right.
Even if he just took a shot of beer, one at each bar,
he would
I'd
have
be
been
happy
fine.
about this.
Yeah, he'd have been fine.
Drinking orange juice at a bar?
Yeah.
This is completely bogus.
You ever play football with beers? Isn't that a thing?
What?
You like drink a yard of beer, and it makes 10 yards for a first down, and yeah.
No, I've never done that.
And then sudden death isn't the end. It isn't the end of the game. It's what happens to
and
you.
when someone vomits, you go touchdown.
Yeah, this is. I don't get it.
I don't either.
Just
Yeah.
this could have been going to 24 this restaurants.
It doesn't say you have to. It says most pubs visited, so it doesn't say visited and drank alcohol or drank anything in particular or conducted comedy.
That's a stupid record.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware.
So, how about this for a record? This should be the Donnie Baker challenge. How many strip clubs can you go to in 24 hours? But you have to have a lap dance at each one.
Well, how
How long is the average lap dance? 2 minutes? Is it a full song?
Well, it depends. Typically, Donnie goes with Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald because it's long.
Wait a minute. You've never had a lap dance.
Oh, God, no.
I've never had a lap dance.
Human
Have you had a lap
trafficking
dance?
is not my thing.
I've had one lap dance once, and it did not go well.
Oh,
what did you do?
Well, when I sat down, I sat on my stuff on accident, but I didn't want to adjust so that she thought I was prepping. And so about halfway through the dance, I'm just in pain, and I just started laughing because I'm so uncomfortable.
You're sitting on about a yard of testicle.
Oh, it's so painful.
Wow.
And I start laughing, which she takes offense to. And so, yeah, it did not go well.
How long are your balls?
Just the way I sat just hit wrong. And it was,
Godwin, you ever have a lap dance?
Nope.
You've had more lap dances than anyone, probably.
Maybe at home in the privacy of my own bedroom. But
Is that right?
Oh, you'd never
With
pay
which
for
one
it.
of your dolls?
I call her Tootie.
I guess technically.
Technically?
Why can't we get a straight answer?
Well, it was a friend of mine, and she wanted the club to think she was working, and she didn't want to work, but she...
What were you talking about? Gas prices? I mean, what?
Entertainers are people too, Tom.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
They have boyfriends and girlfriends and husbands and wives, and sometimes all four.
Okay, thank you.
And again, stupid world. Boy, howdy is it. A man in the United Kingdom has broken the Guinness World Record for the heaviest deadlift with one finger. Hang on to yourselves. Steve Keeler deadlifted with one finger 285.49 pounds with just his middle finger. This one.
Wow.
Holding the weight for 8 seconds to break the previous record of 257.72 pounds, which had stood for 10 years.
How long does he have to hold it up again?
I do not know, Tom. 8 seconds.
8 seconds, yeah.
He's, yeah.
So a deadlift is just, you're just pulling it up, and that's it. Just
Off the ground with just your finger.
Yeah, and your arm's locked, right? Or are you up here?
I think you would have to stoop and
you'd have to live with your back, or you would.
I bet he wrecked his girlfriend's G-spot once or twice.
Probably pushed it right through her navel, I would think.
Just carries her around.
Holy hell.
Moved it up to A.
Yeah.
The stuff that you get away with is incredible.
Yeah, don't say pull my finger to this guy. He's going to release enough gas to knock out a room. Wow. His high school girlfriend walks with a cane.
How would you? I mean, your arm would have to be strong enough to hold that much weight with one hand.
How could your finger not fall off?
Just rip right out of your hand, right? How would you work out to build that muscle?
I'm trying to find a... Yeah, this guy looks like a badass.
Don't.
You just tell everybody, come here really aggressively all the time.
Come here. What are you doing? Calm down. I'm training. Come here.
Yeah,
Really?
They show him doing it all right. Wow.
Is it like we kind of guessed?
Yeah, it's... I can't quite figure out how
So
far.
it's not like a whole barbell.
No,
it's a series of weights, like circular weights that are stacked with something in between them that holds them together, and then there's a little loop.
It looks like a stack of iron
like
pancakes.
an eye hook at the top.
Looks like a stack of iron pancakes.
So he doesn't have to worry about balancing the barbell. So.
Today's the pancake.
It's a plate. It's called a plate.
They're weight plates.
They're
and
weight plates,
very
yeah.
common.
I think visually, my description is... My description is...
If a pancake
hang
was
on.
this big around.
Let's take a look at this. Let's hear it out. Christy, what was your description and what words did you use?
I said it's a weight plate.
Okay, Tom, what did you say?
It looks like a stack of very heavy pancakes.
Because the last time I was at a gym, I put a pancake on my barbell. I don't know
I don't think everyone knows what a weight plate is.
Of course they do. Yes, they do.
The things that you assume people know. Everyone knows Commander Cody, but nobody knows
what a weight plate.
Everyone knows about
everybody's up to speed on all the songs in Bye Bye Birdie, but
all
they
the
don't know what weight plate
22-year-olds love Bilko, but no one knows what a weight plate is.
Sorry.
Get some help, please.
The point is, it looks like a stack of very heavy pancakes. This guy's a badass.
How far off the ground is he?
It's hard to say. I would say 6 inches.
Has to straighten up, though, right? Is that...
You have to straighten his legs?
No, I don't think. I think he just has to have it off the ground. His legs are almost straight. And his it looks like his head's about to explode. The veins are all popping. So
very heavy pancakes.
See, that's a cool record. Good for him.
That's not a cool record.
What do you mean?
Silly. He's going to hurt himself.
Well, he's choosing. Jesus, he
you're
has
right.
chosen to become a very strong person.
Okay.
And
let's not make a value judgment on the guy. He might keep heads in his basement. You don't know.
No, but I'm saying what he's doing. This is a better record. What was the other idiotic record you just had?
Visiting
Apple juice
pubs.
at the
Visiting
club.
pubs.
Yes.
And
not drinking
And
while you're
drinking,
there.
The problem with the strip club record is there are not that many strip clubs anymore.
Well, that's why it's going to be. That's why it's going to be tough to do.
In 24 hours, you're going to have a jet or a helicopter or
You
something.
probably have to do it in Vegas, I would think.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
Or,
Or maybe you could get the most lap dances in 24 hours.
Do we have a
I'm willing to try that. I will do that.
You know
for
what? Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
Right. I guess.
You know something? I'll bet after about 4, it would get really old.
I'd like to find out.
You'd have on your own. You'd have a pair of jiggly jugs in your face, looking at your phone, reading. Here's something interesting. Reading the Wall Street Journal. There's a nice article.
Is there a strip club glut or shortage, or are they on the
We had a news
downside?
story saying that there were some issues at present.
Yeah.
When some of them because of gas prices. I don't
thought
know.
you were going to say because of gas problems with the dancers.
Some of them couldn't control themselves.
I can't.
You remember we had that
Are you having
article
fun,
last-
baby?
No, it's not flatulence. That
No, it's-
I can actually find the article. We had it last
Okay,
week.
you look for that. I'll do the last
We have another.
TikTok stars Nick DiGiovanni and Lynn Davis have created the world's largest chicken nugget. It's weighing in at 46 pounds, 3.34 ounces, according to the Record Authority. Oh, the Record Authority. Theirs is about 115 times the size of an average chicken nugget. Guinness World Record adjudicator Claire Stevens on hand to confirm the successful record attempt.
Not valid.
Largest chicken nugget
Wait a
now
minute.
is
What do you mean it's not
46
valid?
pounds.
What are you dunking it into?
An above ground pool filled with ranch.
There you go.
Well, if they don't have that, I
honey
mean, it's,
mustard or the
Sweet and sour?
Asian the Asian sauce. Oh man, that was
You don't
good.
like just plain chicken nuggets?
yeah, no, but I'm saying it's not. This is just a giant meatloaf made of chicken, basically.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong
It's
with the giant
breaded.
meatloaf.
Is it breaded? It has to be breaded, right?
And I think without, as Jeff says, without the world's largest bowl of ranch, this is nothing. Another dumb record. Not like the guy picking up all that weight with his finger. That guy, that's a record.
I'm sorry, Tom. I'll do better tomorrow.
I'm tired of these people half-assing these records without having the proper dip. You're with me on this, Ms. Hooker?
Yeah. No, you have to have the right dip.
Okay, thank you very much.
What's your favorite dip? You get chicken nugget. What do you use?
I like the tangy.
Is that right?
Yeah, I like the stuff that tastes like, what's that called in Chinese food?
The sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour.
Yeah,
Sweet and sour sauce.
the orange gooey stuff.
Duck sauce. Sweet and sour sauce.
Duck
Yeah.
sauce.
Duck sauce. They call it duck
Let me ask you
sauce.
something. How do you function every day? Like you go in.
It's hard.
It has to be.
It's
You know, you'll come back and you go, well, I had a horrible time at the office supply store.
Right.
I was trying to I was telling them I needed a thingamajig with 2 handles on it, and they didn't know what I was talking about. And my goodness, man.
I'm telling you, I was right about that. Looks just like pancakes.
The weight plates.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Chicken nuggets, world's largest. Pat, do you have a song about this?
We had the story about the nuggets going all over the road, remember?
Oh,
The
yeah.
trucker lost
While I look for that, here's the story about strippers say a recession is guaranteed because strip clubs are suddenly empty.
Well, it's
So,
because of COVID probably hit them
That
very
probably hit
hard.
them hard, too, yeah.
But the revenue overall in the industry is said to have decreased just about 18%. So apparently they're struggling.
Well, and now the ladies, they can do the OnlyFans, get the direct deposit into their bank account instead of sorting through ones all night and paying for their kids' Happy Meal with 10 ones. And now you get it right in the direct deposit. You got the Chase card, bingo.
Introduce a little sorrow into it.
Hey, they're hard workers, man. I got no problems with them.
Talk about strip club unless you're doing to talk about sorrow. Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. So the story when the chicken nuggets before was what the truck crashed, right? Full of chicken nuggets.
all over the road, yeah.
Okay, and you have a tribute?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
On the road again. Chicken nuggets spilled on the road again. They're made of chicken beaks and parts of their rear ends. Spilled chicken nuggets on the road again. A trucker lost his load again. Last week it was pigs that flew out of their pens. Now it's the breaded flesh of tasty plumped up hens. They're out there cleaning up the road again. on the road again. I told my son his favorite meals on the highway. 40,000 pounds of them, so they're only serving fish for lunch at school today, like it's a Friday, on the road again. Some poor bastard's getting towed again. Chickens, turkeys, pigs, and all our furry friends are splattered all over the road again.
40,000 frozen chicken nuggets onto a Pennsylvania highway. Route 309 in West Rock Hill Township. By the way, the driver was not injured. They had to close the road for several hours to clean up the roadway. So there you go. But everybody's okay. That's the good news. Thank you, Pat. That was nice. Pat's going to be on the stage again with us for a special benefit project. Check it out by going to bobandtom.com. Right now, I want to talk about saving yourself a ton of money and getting the best earbuds at the same time. These are the Raycons. Chick McGee turned me on to the Raycon earbuds.
They're amazing, Tom.
And tell me why they're half the price?
They've updated the technology just a smidge and made them even better, if that's possible. I got got a new set of those yesterday. I think they might have had Willie's name on them, but I am enjoying them so
You
much.
son of a gun.
At the compound. It's amazing. Listen while you travel or during a grueling workout. Optimized gel tips for the absolutely perfect in-ear fit, no matter how oddly shaped your ears might be. You have to wear earmuffs all the time because you're ashamed of your ears. It doesn't matter. Raycon will fit your ear. Your ew.
Your eel. Something Raycon will not fit an eel.
Or whatever.
But eels don't need earbuds.
No,
People
they
do.
don't.
I've been sick, Tom.
The engineers at Raycon have thought, something? One of these years we'll make earbuds for eels, but right now let's go with the ones people like.
Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and get all this for right around half the price of other premium audio brands. And they come in colors like red and blue and white and black.
I got the white ones.
There you go. No wonder. Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 49,000 five-star reviews. And go to buyraycon.com/Tom. Get 15% off your Raycon order just because you know us. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycons. One more time, buyraycon.com/Tom.
And remember, they're half the price of those other earbuds. So check it out. Buyraycon.com/Tom. Coming up, have we finished sports yet?
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's about time.
I know.
Oh, man. It's time for me to kick into gear, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got gas prices. We've got Mick Jagger's gas. Wait a minute. And we've got a new feature. International marijuana news. Coming up. I think you're going to like it. You got a little tune for that, Pat?
I do indeed.
Oh, good. Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Do you know a dad who's a big Bob and Tom fan? Well, get him a Father's Day gift he'll open every day. A membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio, a family man, a clean liver. Now, when you're on stage, Jim, you don't do a blue kind of show, do you?
I'm very clean and kind of, I talk about cake for like an hour because, cake's an important topic.
Cake, tell me about cake.
Well, there's a lot of different. Cake's a powerful food. Cake can actually bring people together. It's Bill's birthday. Yeah, I hate that guy. There's cake in the conference room. Well, I should say hello.
Who am I to pass judgment on him?
It's his big day. There's so many types of cake. There's rum cake, which makes sense because we've all been eating cake and thought, this needs booze. Shot of liquor. I don't have time to eat and drink. There's fruit cake. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that would be better. Fruit, good.
Right.
Cake, great.
Right.
Fruit cake, nasty crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Have you tried fruit cake? I don't even think that's fruit in there. You're like, what is that, a Skittle?
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning. Rolling through a Tuesday. Jess Hooker coming in. If you'd like to know more about Jess Hooker or hear more of her wonderful laugh, check out the Bits and Pieces podcast, where Jess Hooker's one of the co-hosts, along with Scorched Earth, Jessica Alsman, Willie Griswold, and Jason Hofsetz. They dive into the Bob and Tom Show archives and discuss some of their favorite bits and pieces from the Bob and Tom Show, and you get to listen along. Lots of fun. Josh, a recent guest. If you've missed hearing his voice, you can just download the Bits and Pieces podcast featuring Josh. He was once a fan before he actually sat in the sidekick chair, and we talk about his favorite bits and pieces from the show. Just go to bobandtom.com/podcast. I said that kind of odd. Podcast sort of popped. bobandtom.com/podcasts, and you can download those for free, and you're welcome. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Andrew Wiggins delivered the biggest game yet in his 8-year career, 26 points, 13 rebounds. Klay Thompson scored 21, and Golden State beat the Boston Celtics 104-94 for a 3-2 NBA Finals lead. Steph Curry contributed 16 points and 8 assists, but the all-time three-point leader's NBA record streak of 132 straight postseason games with at least 1 3 ended, along with the NBA best run of 233 consecutive games with a 3 between regular season and playoffs combined. Major League Baseball yesterday in interleague play, Giants beat Kansas City 6-2. American League winners Toronto, Chicago, Texas, and Minnesota. And in the National League, the Phillies, Atlanta, San Diego, St. Louis, and Cincinnati all win. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The Swedish city of Malmo is installing talking garbage cans that feature risque audio messages after being fed trash. Some of the messages, spoken in a sultry female voice, include, "Oh, right there, yes.
So this is a garbage can talking to you.
Mm-hmm. Come back soon and do that again. A bit more to the left next time."
Oscar's face as you read these, Christy.
Dean, can I get a tape of that?
Bob and Tom mornings and highlights replayed all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello and welcome to Spit Take Theatre. This week's Spit Take Theatre presentation, The Important Meeting.
Hello, Jenkins here.
Mr. Jenkins, this is Phil Johnson.
Phil, glad you called.
Good morning. I'm not going to be able to make it into work today. I'm sick.
You what?
I'm sorry. I just can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
No, Johnson, listen. I got a phone call last night.
Yeah?
I talked to the client.
Uh-huh.
Today's the big presentation.
Today?
Yeah, today. It's going to be big.
Oh, I can't make it into work today. I'm sick.
Johnson, this is the big presentation. Besides that, frankly, you don't sound sick to me.
Oh, yeah? I'm sleeping with my dad. Is that sick enough for you?
This has been Spit Take Theatre. Join us next week for another edition of Spit Take Theatre.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Bruce Clark is our guest.
How about that Pictionary? You ever play that game?
Pictionary?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
We almost
good.
got in a fist fight over that, didn't we, Chick?
Yeah, we
Hey,
sure did.
and you play with your friends, they're always drunk, too. You know, all your buddies are always loaded up. Playing there. I get this phrase, I draw it, they're, hey, how about a guy frying his own penis? How about that? What the hell's the matter with you?
That's in Pictionary.
Idiot. It's Peter Pan, you idiot. Fine Friday here, you moron.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer. And that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
That's a
it's
heavy
heavy.
job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show.
.com up. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
Hey, there's Josh. Nope, it's Jeff Oskey.
Yep,
I've only
everyone.
done it once. Only did it the once. Josh Arnold has COVID. He's home and just loving life. You know he is. There's Jessica Hooker at the pie desk.
Hi.
Hooker the cooker is here with a pie we're all going to try.
Is it a fur pie?
It's not.
Why do I feel like I'm in a Dr. Seuss book?
Not anymore.
The pie we're going to try. Maybe we'll get high and then fly and then ask for a fur pie. And there's Ace Cosby. Hi, Willie.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Now, we were discussing this guy that set this world record, this amazing world record. Not the guy that went to more pubs than anybody, but the guy that lifted up. How much weight was it?
270-some pounds.
Lots
with
of weight plates.
One finger.
And
Lots
I said,
of weight plates is the name, and what do you describe? Or what do you use?
I said I think it's much more descriptive and much more easy to comprehend when I say it looks like a stack of very heavy pancakes.
285.49 pounds with just his middle finger.
Yikes.
Oh, got this from KLS
News on your side.
She writes.
It's a person. Okay, sorry.
I grew up with a bunch of bodybuilders in my family.
Okay.
And the flat weights are called pancake weights.
Huh. There you go.
Did everyone hear?
Okay,
Did
okay.
everyone hear how Tom said pancake weights?
I have been in a gym pretty much all my life since I was 13, and I've never heard anybody go, hey, get that pancake weight off of the weight bar.
Never.
Barbell.
Perhaps.
At 13, you were. Did you get your time when you were 13?
I was a gym.
How did we go from? Never mind. I thought we were going to talk
Mama,
about.
it's my time.
We haven't done
I feel
any
like
news
girls
yet.
around me got them when like 12, 13 years old, I
12.
think.
Oh, my
It's
God.
usually 12.
Okay, could we?
One girl at camp.
All right, how about Christy Lee at the news desk?
What do you mean? How about pie? What about the
See,
pie?
you said we could have pie.
You told everyone we could
You
have
walked in,
pie.
oh, yeah.
And we've even got whipped cream.
Oh, it's delicious.
We haven't done. The show's
You should
3
probably-
quarters over. We haven't done a single news story.
Ask me
Well,
if I
so
care.
what? We don't have any good news anyway. We just want pie.
Yes, we do. We have some really good news.
Some of that pie.
I mean, if you want rough news, I'll do that purse story you got all mad about.
Stop.
Uh-oh.
Okay, never mind.
This goes on every day. You bring up 3 or 4 things that no one wants to talk about but you.
Here, this is what everybody's talking about. The Rolling Stones postponed their show in Amsterdam.
They pwned their show?
Postponed.
They're just coming right out now. We're going to come to your town and bang you with the women. Here we go. We're going to poon this show.
The Rolling Stones postponed their show in Amsterdam. Mick Jagger tested positive for COVID-19. They announced the show's cancellation just hours before they were due to take the stage.
You know how they check for that. It's a CAT scan.
No, they don't. 78-year-old Jagger tested positive after experiencing symptoms of COVID upon arrival at the stadium. The Rolling Stones said the show would be rescheduled. Tickets for the concert at Amsterdam's Johan Cruyff Arena would be honored for the new date. Their next scheduled show is in Bern, Switzerland on Friday, June 17th, and that's a we'll see as of
Actually,
right now.
the Stones also said that to see their complaint department, Ms. Helen Waite, if you'd like a refund for your tickets, go to Helen Waite for it. That's what they're saying.
The classics.
Yes.
I remember.
Pat, do you have a song?
Oh, not Pat, but Mick is here. He's a little.
Mick. I hope you're feeling better, Nick.
I'm feeling.
Is it Nick or Mick?
It's not Nick. It would have been very different had he been Nick Jagger. I think you stumbled upon something.
Just a regular guy.
Yeah, how you doing? I'm Nick Jagger.
So you got the COVID, did you, Nick?
I did. No, it's Mick. It's
Mick. Sorry, Mick.
I'm really that much under the weather.
What is wrong with this show today?
I thought yesterday was bad.
Wow.
Oh, I'm the kind of person who never cancels with a cold. Center stage running around, and I'm 78 years old. But I fixed my heart and patched me up. I can dance with a new hip. But I may have gotten sick because a mask don't fit around these lips. I gotta stop. Cancel now. Here it comes. Here it comes. It's no fun. I got the runs. Here comes the COVID-19 shutdown. I gotta go. See you, Nick.
Nick Jagger, everybody.
That's so
Mick's other brother, I guess. Okay, very nice.
Let's spend quarantine together. How's that?
That would have been good.
I know Keith, of course.
Keith, what?
Keith doesn't have it. I mean,
Keith's never going to get anything because he's like,
COVID would contact Keith.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how that guy.
Yeah,
you've met Keith,
preserved.
right?
Yeah, I have.
He's a real nice
Couple
guy.
times. Very nice. Very down to earth.
You were in a bowling league, right? Did you bowl together?
I spilled a coffee on him once.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
For those of you who can't wait to have your next Jack and Coke, you'll be able to get it from a can. The Coca-Cola people are teaming up with Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey.
Jack in the can?
Yep, to sell pre-mixed cocktails. The first of the canned Jack and Coke drinks will be launched in Mexico, sold globally after that. Look for it the first of next year, my sources say. And apparently, if you'd like the buzz without the bloat, a zero sugar version will also be available. It'll I think it has a 5% alcohol. Is that?
Why did you
it's like a beer, isn't it?
Why did you look up the zero sugar option?
I didn't. It was in the story.
All right.
I didn't look it up.
It had flavor. You don't like flavor.
I don't like bloat.
I don't mind bloat.
You don't?
No. I was bloated in the hospital. I felt a little bloated.
Yeah?
Did you know?
That's from the anesthesia.
Anesthesia and the saline they pump you up with. Oh,
yeah.
Now, have you fully cleared the anesthesia?
No, I don't think so.
When did you
Haven't you heard the show today?
Yeah, that's what made me ask. I was wondering. Okay, I'm sorry, Christy, back to you.
A goat farm in Chicago teaming up with a brewery for a so-called Brews and Bat event.
So now, usually when you've got GF, goat farm, usually it's goat, and the second word starts with an F, and it's not farm.
Oh, yeah. WGN.
News in Chicago, don't mess with us.
Reports that Glen Art Farm and One Lake Brewing work together to provide the unique experience in Oak Park. Patrons play with goats in their pasture before walking over to the nearby brewery for some craft beer.
I'll do this because Josh isn't here. Huh?
The event will be held regularly with tickets available to purchase through feverup.com. Brews and Bars. What?
Okay.
Do they have goat yoga too? Was this
They do.
Yeah.
My friend has goat yoga.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And this is, I'm sorry, but the yoga, like they have goat yoga, they have like drinking yoga, they have TV, they have everything to try to make people want to do yoga because it sucks. Like, no one wants to do it. Don't bring your snakes, don't bring your goats. Just stop doing it.
I have yoga with my snake 2 times a week, and
but those yoga pants, keep them up. Those are nice.
Yeah.
Let's not ruin it for everybody,
Let's
Jeff.
cancel those.
Well, they had to stop doing yoga pants because Jeff Oskey didn't like it because there were goats and snakes involved.
hate it.
Have you ever tried doing yoga?
Yeah, I used to co-own a yoga studio.
That's my favorite,
That
Jeff. Fun facts.
I had no idea.
We'll be back with that information.
Wow. This sounds like a financial waterfall.
Oh, yeah.
What's the joke? How do you
we didn't have goats, so no wonder it failed.
Godwin is laughing at your financial decisions right now.
Oh, there you go.
I'm laughing at this.
Okay. Well, I think this is okay as long as they don't play with the goats after they've been drinking the beer.
Oh, God.
Then you're going to
Sick.
get, you know,
Don't be sick.
Let me ask you
goat
something.
pox.
Would you pet a goat? I bet you look like a guy who would be wigged out by a goat.
I ate one.
Ate a goat.
I had goat tacos. They were awful.
I've heard that goat tacos are amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'd heard too.
It'll
Then I
change your
had
life.
one, and that changed my life. It changed my order too. When we come back,
Can we come back and have pie, please?
we can have pie. Also, when we come back,
You all heard him.
we have our new feature. Ready?
What?
Here it is.
Time now for international weed news.
It's coming up next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Don't know what to give a certain dad for Father's Day? Well, how about a gift he'll open every day? A membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I see. I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. And I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real
problem. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Don't. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Donnie Baker on the road coming up at the Funny Bone in Omaha, Nebraska. That's this Friday and Saturday night. My gosh, get out there and support that young man. DonnieBaker.com for more tickets and information. And coming up this weekend as well, Friday night in Indianapolis at the Irving Theater, we're going to help send some local kids to summer camp with a special show. Performances by Willie Griswold, Jeff Oskey, Pat Godwin. It's going to be hosted by Tom Griswold and Chick McGee. My gosh, it's going to be a night of fun and comedy. Laugh along with us. Show up, won't you? For tickets, go to bobandtom.com/comedy show. Tickets just $40 for that all-star lineup. Limited VIP tickets for $100. But don't worry, all that cash is going to the kids. We're sending them to summer camp. It's a fundraiser, and you get to be part of it. It's going to be fun. Again, this Friday night at the Irving Theater on East Washington. bobandtom.com/comedy show for tickets.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Friday's Rolling Stones concert in Bern, Switzerland is a big maybe right now after Mick Jagger tested positive for COVID-19. The Rolling Stones canceled their Amsterdam show yesterday after Jagger arrived at the venue with symptoms. Fans had already started to arrive when the cancellation was announced. Filmmaker Quentin Tarantino is being presented with an honorary doctorate from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. The school lauds him for what is called his critically acclaimed cinematic success as a writer, director, and actor. Tarantino is married to Israeli singer-model Daniela Pick and now splits his time between Tel Aviv and Hollywood. And if you think of getting your hands on a Jack and Coke while cutting out the middleman, Coca-Cola is there to help. The beverage company teaming up with the makers of Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey to sell pre-mixed cocktails, no bartender required. The first of the canned Jack and Coke drinks will be launched in Mexico and will be sold globally after that. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
You know, my Uncle Lester's parrot, Toucan Sam, ruined his and my Aunt Gertie's marriage. Because Lester got busted one Thanksgiving when Toucan started squawking, "My wife's at work, now take off your top."
Uh-oh.
I swear to God. And my Aunt Gertie divorced him on the spot in front of everybody.
Really?
Took him for everything, his bass boat and his Billy Bass. And now the only thing Toucan Sam says is, "Money's on the counter. Are you a cop? Are you a cop?"
Bob and Tom mornings and highlights replayed all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
Hi, I'm Harry Kalanick Jr. for the new high-fiber breakfast cereal, Sphincter Blast. One 10-ounce serving contains more fiber than a log of New England birch firewood. Sphincter Blast. Some cereals shoot for the moon. We shoot for Uranus. Just say to your grocer, "Snap, crackle, plop." Tell him Harry Kalanick Jr. sent you, and watch for my BMTV special. Harry Kalanick Jr. Unplugged. Sphincter Blast in the big brown tapered package. That's, of course, so the box won't slam shut. It may sound corny, but Sphincter Blast is hip, cool, and it's solid.
When you need relief and you need it fast, eat a bowl of Sphincter Blast.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
What'd you do, dog?
So I screwed up. You know how too many times I say the wrong thing?
Yeah, right.
Well, Kathy's into this mail order stuff again.
Right.
Yeah.
She's into this big time. I came home the other day. There was a case of breast enlargement cream on the kitchen table.
There was? Breast enlargement cream?
Yeah, sitting right there on the table. I said, "What the hell is this for?" She said she rubs it on her breasts. They get bigger. I said, "Just use toilet paper. It's been working on your butt for 8 years."
Oh, that was a beautiful.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Jeff Oskay in for Josh Arnold.
Howdy.
He's still being held by kidnappers, and we're yet to meet their demands. We'll talk about that. We'll let them wait for a little. There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
She has a pie, and we're going to dive into that right now, so help me God. Good God. Hi, Ace.
Hi, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Pie time.
You want pie?
Everybody wants pie.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
And it's pie time. We made it. And it's pie time.
I am not
What?
familiar with that.
Not familiar with that either.
Is it high time we made it? Is that?
You know that great song?
No.
Pie. Is it pie?
Do you know anybody?
No, what is...
Have you heard this song
Joe
by
Cocker, right?
I just finished watching Sex Education on Netflix, and the soundtrack.
Yeah, we hadn't heard.
Yeah,
really
no
good.
kidding.
Talk about that?
Yeah, tell us more about it.
Jesus.
Blah, 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 blah.
That was a 2-hour
Have you heard
fight.
of the
2-hour fight.
Yeah, evidently you got in trouble because the girl was topless, and
Yeah, and prettier and weighed less than my current girlfriend. Thanks for the recommendation, Chickie.
Jeff, I like that you said current girlfriend, and you're getting another fight for that.
Yeah. Well, she's listening.
I asked Willie about this earlier, and he'd heard of it. It's a song called "F the Pain Away" by Peaches.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
You can't say any of the words.
No,
You can say sucking on my...
Easy.
Like you.
Chili dog?
No,
Down by the
Outside
Tasty
the-
Freeze?
outside the Tasty
it
Freeze.
rhymes with biddies.
Okay.
All right. How about pie?
Here we go. Here we go. Wait a minute.
This is not it.
This is the his song.
What is this?
Pie time we made it.
You heard this?
Is that Joe Cocker?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a great song.
No, never.
The good part's coming up.
Yeah, it would have to be.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Here we hear
I
it.
can't understand what he's saying.
Sounds sick.
Ain't it pie time? We've waited.
See, now,
Ain't
that's
it pie time? We've
That's
waited.
This is why Joe Cocker did the song and not Tom.
Yeah.
Well, no, of course Joe Cocker's going to be
He sounds like he has a
significant.
mouthful of pebbles.
Yeah.
Joe Cocker is brilliant.
Would you like to see Christy?
I will make this argument for you, Christy. I'll make it brief and simple.
Joe.
How many covers of Beatles songs are better than the original? And the answer is not very many, and Joe Cocker certainly did one of them, if not two.
Yes.
I honestly thought he had a problem when I first saw him.
Well, there's the famous sketch from the off-Broadway show Lemmings, in which John Belushi said he did his famous Joe Cocker impression that he would later do on SNL with Joe Cocker.
Right.
But he said something like, I'm making musical history and I'm working for muscular dystrophy. Somewhat offensive, certainly. And we're not trying to offend you.
I had a friend that, never mind, I just always thought he was not, I thought he had a condition.
Belushi said he was embarrassed because Joe wasn't in very good voice and he was just coming back from all sorts of trials and tribulations.
Yeah, there's a good documentary about Joe Cocker.
I'm not saying he's not a bad man. You can't understand a word he's saying.
Oh, well, of course, I think in the world of hip-hop and rock and roll, we all understand that you can never understand almost any lyric.
No, that's not necessary.
So that brings us to pie.
Yeah.
Pie
What
time.
kind of pie is this?
This is donut pie. So it's a Bavarian cream donut pie. I chopped it up into bite-sized pieces.
So, I'm sorry, so you start with used donuts.
Not used. They're just a day old. Nobody ate them and spit them out, Tom.
This isn't a birdie. This is a baby birdie pie.
That looks so good.
I chopped up. I chopped up the donuts.
How big are the pieces when you chop them up?
They're bite-sized, Tom.
Well, people have to know. I mean,
when you say you chop up a donut, I think people can visualize. Oh, okay.
No,
you don't have to come in and go. Oh, they're about a quarter inch by a quarter inch.
Are you using kitchen scissors or a knife?
I used a knife. And so the recipe is up on bobandtom.com if you would like.
What kind of donuts were they in the beginning?
Bavarian cream. They also had chocolate on top, but the chocolate melts down once you cook it. We added 4 eggs, some sugar. You need vinegar to level it out.
And you're putting Ready Whip on top?
We're going to. You could put ice cream or Ready Whip, or you could put more chocolate syrup on it. You could do whatever you wanted.
There you go.
But I didn't test this recipe before I did it. I usually test them.
So you haven't eaten this yet?
I haven't.
And I should point out you're using a giant isosceles knife.
Man, oh man,
What is an isosceles knife?
It looks like one of those triangles from math class. It's so huge you could eviscerate a large animal with it.
And all I thought of, I could be on the evening news tonight right now. I take that knife. Clear the room. I'll let a couple of you go. I haven't decided yet. And then...
Okay, so now she's cutting a slice of the pie. Now, see how convenient it is when you use that knife? You can use it as a spatula there.
Yeah.
Okay, look at who's going to be our tester?
I think Tom should.
No. You try it. She's getting the Ready Whip out.
I want Oskay to do it.
Okay. Have you ever taken a bowl of that Cool Whip stuff and just eaten the whole thing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yes, I have.
Your kids walk up and you just...
Now, make fun of me now. Yes, I have done that.
I don't believe you. Have you ever... Wait a minute. Have you ever gone into a grocery store and picked up a can of Ready Whip, shot it in your mouth, and put it back and walked
out?
Why
Every time.
Every time.
You don't do that. You just take the deodorant, use it, and then put it back.
Then you go in the bathroom and get wash up, and then you...
Okay, Jeff is trying the...
Here's a bite. Here comes a bite.
Okay. What do you think, Jeff?
It looks good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yummy,
That's
yummy,
good.
yummy.
What's you taste donut right away? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Can you?
I think one bite's enough.
It's
pretty rich.
Is it rich?
Pretty rich.
I have a little teeny piece.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Wait, so Jess,
birdie piece?
with the Bavarian cream, is the filling, is it kind of mixed in with everything?
Yeah, so you want that you want the cream, you want the you want that wet from the Bavarian cream
'Cause it'd be
so
really
it doesn't
dry.
out.
Oh, yeah, I like it wet.
I know.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah. We'll pass the pie around.
Okay, well, let's, in the meantime...
You're not
Christy-
going to believe it, Tom. It's amazing.
Okay.
You hit the intro.
Okay, ready? This is our new intro for our new feature. Willie, pay attention. Here it comes.
Time now for international weed news.
Germany is moving forward with plans to legalize recreational cannabis sales. The German Health Ministry said it will start holding expert hearings on various aspects of the issue.
Yeah.
It said more than 200 representatives from the medical,
Representatives.
yes, legal and other fields are going to participate.
This is in Germany.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a better headline for this. Would be Mein Hemp.
All right.
Do you see
Yeah?
some nice hazy tents at Oktoberfest?
Mm-hmm.
The Germans are known for being blunt. I think that's certainly a fair thing. And now that they'll be rolling blunts in the beer garden.
What about Zig High?
Yeah, where's our Zig Zagler guy?
Well, I thought I'd stay away from
You don't want to go back
Hitler.
to Zig
Now,
well, they had recently, I don't know if you saw this, I don't know about the weed, but they recently legalized beer for dogs over in Germany.
They have?
Yeah, it's called Warsteiner Weinerreimer. It's absolutely delicious.
I dare you to say that 3 times fast.
Warsteiner Weinerreimer, Warsteiner Weinerreimer, Warsteiner Weinerreimer.
Not bad.
Wait a minute, Pat, you got a song for us?
What if they had the pot 80 years ago, right?
Yeah.
That'd be a different Germany
Yes,
80
it
years
would be.
ago.
I was going to invade Poland until I got high. I was going to get those tanks rolling, but I got high. I just sat there in the war room laughing, and I know why. I know why. Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. I was going to speak at a rally before I got high. I was going to pound my fist and scream. Then I got high. Now I'm going to chill, make love, eat strudel. And I know why. Why? Because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Let's call this whole war off.
Thank you very much.
Peace out.
Make edibles, not war.
Mine hemp.
There's a sign, make edibles, not war. Yeah.
I'd wear that T-shirt.
Nice.
Okay, thank you very much. So we'll see what happens. So Germany is going to beat the U.S. of A. with the legal cannabis.
Well, they're looking into it anyway.
Yeah, okay, well, that's interesting. How many states is it legal now? I can't keep track. Like half-ish?
I don't know.
20?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's medically illegal some places,
Yeah,
recreationally
it's all
some other
different.
places.
Okay. It's getting very, very complicated. Right. As we like to say sometimes about the weather when it comes to marijuana, check local listings.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, all right. Now, I want to remind you also that there's something happening in the world of your automobile or your truck, and that is obviously you've been watching those gas prices. Yikes! But you got to keep the car moving. You got to keep your truck going. That's where Napa comes in. Our friends at Napa Auto Parts stores are going to have the parts you need. In fact, they have over 500,000 quality auto parts for your car or your truck. Napa's going to have what you need, like I said, because when it comes to serving you and your car, Napa's motor never quits. They've got what I call Napa know-how. Those great folks behind the desk know what they're doing. I was just there the other day getting new windshield wipers. That's a lot more complicated than you think. There sure are a lot of them, and you've got to get the right ones for your car. And they walked me through it. Admittedly, I'm an idiot, but thank you. They are not. Curbside pickup available at participating stores with in-stock items only. What am I talking about? I'm talking about getting that part fast with curbside pickup or next-day delivery. From our friends at Napa. They've got Napa know-how. I know how to come back to this show. We're going to do that. I hope you are, too. We have some very interesting things going on in the world of gasoline, dogs, and history. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hope you're having a good Tuesday morning. It's a 2 for Tuesday here on the Bob and Tom Show. Don't know what that means, but I love to say it. It's a good rock and roll term. 2 for Tuesday. Coming up, Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. Yeah. Anyway, we're rolling through a Tuesday, and we have Jess Hooker coming up tomorrow, our double shot, Jessica Alsman and Allie Breen, two of my favorite lady friends. They're going to be on the Bob and Tom Show, and you can get your letters to Allie Breen at ALLIBREEN, alliebreen.com, or across all social media, your Snapchat, your Facebook, your Instagram, your blah, blah, blah. Allie Breen is all over the place. You get the letter to her, and who knows, we could be talking about your relationship tomorrow right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with things you may have missed. Wall Street opened this week with heavy losses that put the benchmark S&P 500 at a level considered to be a so-called bear market. Rising interest rates, war in Ukraine, China's economic slowdown, all leading investors to reconsider what they're willing to pay for a wide range of stocks, from high-flying tech companies to industrial conglomerates. Big swings have become commonplace. Monday, no exception. The S&P 500 falling 3.9%. Now it's nearly 22% below its record set earlier this year, so now it is a bear market. The Dow Industrial sank 3%. The tech-savvy NASDAQ Composite tumbled nearly 5%. Meanwhile, Yellowstone officials assessing the damage caused by a deluge of floodwaters that forced an evacuation of parts of the iconic national park just as the summer tourism season ramping up. A torrent of rain combined with a rapidly melting snowpack caused Monday's flooding, which cut off electricity and forced the closure of all entrances to the park. Can't imagine what the backups must have been there. No immediate reports of injuries. It's unclear when the park will reopen. Some of the worst damage happened in the northern section of the park. National Park Service photos showed a landslide, washed out bridges and roads undercut by floodwaters. Again, that's in Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
A new ultra-white paint could help cool off buildings and reduce the need for air conditioning. What you failed to mention, the paint's so white that it summers in the Hamptons and spends its winters downhill skiing in Vail. Bono says he doesn't like the band name U2. What you failed to mention, yeah, me 3.
Bob and Tom mornings and highlights replayed all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Hi, I'm Bert.
And I'm Ellie.
And we're proud to announce our new breakfast treat, Bert and Ellie's Muffin.
The Bert and Ellie muffin is delicious. But don't take our word for it. Here's our spokesperson, Eddie Van Halen.
Hey, thanks, man. Hi, Eddie Van Halen here. You know, I love munching on Bert and Ellie's muffin. In fact, I was just telling my wife, Valerie, Bert and Ellie's muffin is the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. Man, this is finger-licking good.
I bet.
This muffin is so good. I just can't keep it to myself. I suggest you eat Bert and Ellie's muffin today. Pick one up on your way home, dude, or stop by Bert and Ellie's spot the next time you eat out. Look for the big pink smiling lips downtown next to the Y.
Thanks, Eddie.
I can't stop mowing down on this thing.
Eat all you want, Eddie. We'll make more.
Bert and Ellie's Muffin. Come by and shove one in your face today. Hey, we'll leave the stereo on for you, and we'll turn it up real loud so you can hear it.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us. Now, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay. Must be.
I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that, are you kidding?
No. I just showed it.
Impressive.
Yeah. They call it the Wonder Bra because when you take it off, the guy wonders where in the hell you're.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee perched at the news desk.
I don't have a bird noise. I was thinking.
You got a little birdie tongue.
Yeah, but I don't have a noise.
You ever seen Christy's tongue?
Oh, come on.
I have, actually, yes.
It's the size of a hamster, Tom.
Oh, jeez. Gets the job done, okay?
I'm not suggesting it doesn't.
Hey, now.
Right to your face.
Slurp.
Slurp. How would you approach that with a...
Easy.
Excuse me. Could you move forward here?
All right. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, there's Jeff Hoskey.
Yes, sir.
He's in Josh Arnold's seat. Josh, a little bit under the weather or just had it with us. We're not sure which. There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
She's here. She brought us donut pie. That was quite amazing. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I'm glad you guys liked it.
I was skeptical, but
Yeah.
the recipe's posted at bobandtom.com.
It is, yeah.
Not near as sweet as I thought it was going to be. It was good.
I mean, you're not being critical. It was.
No. I thought it because donuts to me are really,
extra
really
sweet. Sure.
And this almost is
And
like
it's got all the food groups in it: sugar,
Yeah.
flour.
dairy.
Butter, lots of butter. Yeah.
Great. It was delicious.
Whipped cream. There's Ace Cosby. He's on that track phone hotline. There's Willie Griswold. Hey, man. I'm Chick McGee, and now here's Tom.
And once again,
Time now for international weed news.
I think the cops saw me.
not here. Dave's not here. Dave's not here.
Dave's not here.
oh, Dave's not here, man.
We do have another marijuana story.
Do you know
though.
what that's from, Jess?
Kind of, maybe like a Cheech and Chong thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Up
Yeah.
in Smoke, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an album.
It's from
an album.
one of their early albums.
Big Bamboo or
Big Bamboo.
Big Bamboo, that's right. Remember it had rolling papers in it?
Man, oh,
Gigantic ones. When Cheech
Yeah.
and Chong were in the studio, they said that people would actually make gigantic
I'm
joints
sure.
out of those. We had the story about, what is it? Germany is apparently about to legalize marijuana.
They're looking into it. Yep.
So we had a fine song from Pat Godwin on that topic. You say you have more marijuana
Well,
news?
lawmakers in Michigan are seeking to outlaw fake urine that could be used to cheat drug screening tests. According to MLive, legislators have put forth two bills that would make it a misdemeanor, punishable by up to a year in jail and a $1,000 fine for someone to distribute, deliver, sell, or possess with intent to distribute, deliver, or sell a drug masking product.
So you can't, I don't understand what this means. You have to, would you be selling someone your urine?
It's fake urine.
No, it's
You can
synthetic.
buy fake
It's
urine
synthetic.
online.
Yeah, it's
You
not
got- it's a
human
synthetic
urine.
Yeah, you've got powdered urine. You add
Right.
water to it, and
Yeah, there's a few
there you
versions
go.
of this.
Remember
Powdered urine?
Yeah, Michael.
Yes.
That's what Michael Vick got in trouble for. He remember his name was Ron Mexico or something.
Synthetic urine is sold under brand names like UPass, Synthetics 5, and Quick Fix.
There you go.
With descriptors like novelty or fetish urine.
Ersatz, yes.
Possibly to obscure the intended use, especially in states where masking products are banned. This would become a felony, carrying up to 5 years in prison if the products are being sold commercially for profit.
Wow.
Which is interesting because marijuana's legal in Michigan, right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Other some companies you still can't smoke.
Oh.
It's still illegal at their.
Yeah, I mean, if you're operating a crane or something,
Right.
they don't want you.
Well, and also other drugs. Like,
Yes.
there's other things that they can
What about alcohol? That's okay, right? Let's
So-
get to work, fellas.
I know the brand I always use. It's called "I Can't Believe It's Not Urine." from the. Do you remember this, Jess? There was a shampoo. Remember the shampoo?
Yes.
What was it called?
Gee, your hair smells terrific.
Right.
Yeah.
Gee, your hair
And
smells
you
terrific.
had.
Well, the problem was the Gee, your hair smells terrific did great, and then they came out with some feminine hygiene products, and that took them under.
Well, it's like I use this lotion. It's called Fresh Balls. And you can get it, and there's fresh pits, fresh balls. There's some from ladies with the name. It's just fresh. Bang, there it is.
Fresh what?
Fresh like crotch, stuff like that. Yes. I mean, they
It
get
starts
right
with a C or a T.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear her?
I didn't.
Why don't you come down on her like you do me?
I didn't hear what you said. I
said it's rhyme with OC.
Does it rhyme with ussy?
Christy,
No, Christy, actually,
You don't want a stale
I'll
one.
tell you,
You want a fresh one.
if you're mispronouncing it, you would say it's pussy. That's an unfortunate. What is
Yeah,
that? A
that is
homonym?
unfortunate.
What is that? I forget what those are called. So I'm sorry. So they're going to put you in jail for selling fake pee.
Yeah, if you're trying to fake a drug test.
Yeah. What's the old joke where they was it they get it from nuns or something? Remember that? Yeah, they get the urine from nuns. And
No, they don't. That's an urban.
But didn't they use that for pregnancy tests? I thought that's what it was for. Or
What?
something.
The fake pee?
No, the urine from nuns. There was a thing.
That's a very specific fetish.
It's not a fetish.
And I know that if you go to urinefromnuns.com, yeah, I like a golden shower with fake pee, the synthetic.
Okay,
what's
on
it
the
called?
page.
U-piss? What's it called? What's it called? Like U-Haul? U-Whiz or whatever?
U-Piss. On the Fresh Balls page for sale, they also have Happy Nuts. And
does it have flavor?
No, that's
Happy Nuts.
You don't want monkey butt, so they have anti-monkey butt cream.
All right.
What's monkey butt?
It's like swamp ass. Yeah.
Is there no nuance in marketing anymore?
No.
Usually just fresh down there, and now it's like mint balls, perfect for your girlfriend.
Are you tired of sticking? Well.
It's just nice to have good hygiene,
don't
though.
Don't you use foot powder to you overdose on it sometimes?
No, I use foot powder on my feet.
What about your area?
They also make, the same company makes a body powder. One is in a greenish thing. The other's in an orangey
Is it
one.
menthol?
Yeah.
Gold bond.
You don't want the menthol on your daddy
Yeah,
parts.
I mean, just the green makes me think menthol. No.
Yeah. No, it is. It's menthol.
I get up early and nothing like
It'll
that,
wake you up. Yeah.
3 a.m. Ball spritz to get you going.
Nice.
Remember the commercial where the guy they slap him in the face. Thanks, I need it. Try doing the same thing to your issue.
So much powder. He looks like Pacino in that last scene in Scarface.
Oh yeah, just everywhere. Yeah.
Does it make you feel better?
Just especially when it's
routine
in
makes him feel
hot
better.
weather.
Yeah.
It's just kind of.
That's an interesting point. It's not what you're doing.
It's his routine.
You have
Yeah.
busy work that keeps your mind busy. So
I have an absolute routine.
Think about
Absolute routine.
Absolutely.
It never changes.
It changes occasionally, but
He
I mean,
probably has like a cordless vac to do the powder, cleanup. Yeah.
They have a cordless vac in every room in his house.
See? Yeah, exactly.
There's one in every bathroom, one in the laundry room.
Is it hanging on the wall?
No, it's in the closet right there, though. I can cordless vac it if I want.
What are you vacuuming up?
The powder.
See?
Weren't you paying attention?
There's so much.
Yeah.
See if you use
Pubic hair? What do you got going on over
the
there?
lotion. It dries.
No, you put on your underwear. Then
Am I invisible?
you take the thing. And you take the powder and you go poof down there, and then you shake it up.
Looks like LeBron warming up during a
gosh.
playoff game.
Yeah, playing pool.
Chalking up like you're a gymnast?
You're chalking up, exactly.
If I buy you some fresh balls, will you use it?
I'll try it.
All right. We can be ball brothers.
Is that a powder or is that a cream?
It's a cream.
It's
a
a
lotion.
cream. It's a cream that dries to a powder.
So then you have to wash your hands afterwards.
Well, yeah, but you should anyway.
No, but
It's a lot
that's
easier
not
to
part of
wash
my
your-
routine.
Well, add it to your routine. How about that?
Isn't it easier to wash your hands than to vacuum?
Wait a sec. Wait. You put your ball powder on, and then you come into work, and the first thing you do is you go into that fridge and you mess with the cream and you mess with the sparkling
He
waters.
touches everything.
And you don't wash your hands prior to that?
No, I wash my hands, absolutely.
You just said you didn't wash your hands. It's not in your routine.
Oh, no, it's in my routine, but not if you
Walk
apply.
us through what you do. You get up in the morning.
You get
First
up,
thing.
talk to the dog.
Okay.
You have a little conference.
Yeah. Take them outside, or do you go? Well, you go with them.
She goes outside.
Do you go outside naked?
No, I wear pajama bottoms at least.
Oh, really? Showing the guns off?
Yeah. And then I've pre-made my smoothie.
This is what I got to
What
put
do you
up
mean
with.
you've pre-made it?
I mean, the kale and everything's all in there. It's in a blender in the fridge, but there's no liquid in it. Then I add the liquid.
Okay.
Make the smoothie.
So you drink your smoothie while you're getting ready?
It depends. If I'm running late, I drink it in the car. Right now, there's a disgusting plastic cup with smoothie scum sitting in my
Yeah, and it's stinking up your car.
It's hot out right
and
now.
then you stand there, I am the very model of a modern major general. And you're drinking your smoothie. And
I threw some laundry in. I've got things going
Where
on.
do you shower? Is that last on the list?
No, that's first.
Well, you just took
You
the
just
dogs
said
out. That was first.
No, sorry.
Then you did the smoothie. You don't even know your own routine.
No, first thing I do is the shower.
Here's the thing. Let's start again. You wake up and you go to the shower.
Correct.
Okay.
First thing.
First thing, shower.
But I wouldn't imagine the shower takes very long. I mean, you don't have to wash your hair.
As a matter of fact, washed my hair this morning.
Do you still use the horse shampoo? When I was a kid, you always had mane and tail.
Yeah.
No, I
used
use
that when I was a kid.
I use Johnson's baby shampoo.
Of course you do. And ivory soap,
Because
right?
it's
And
100
ivory
years
soap.
old.
Any other soap causes testicular cancer.
Can you That's not true. You're crazy.
Ivory soap is the way to go.
Let's get some thoughts and feelings about your sideburns. Jess, take a look at Tom's sideburns.
I like his sideburns. I'm a big fan of sideburns.
Yeah.
They look great.
They
look great.
They're down there.
It doesn't matter. Does Kelly like them?
I can't tell.
Well, then that's a no. Then that's a no.
Kelly does not like them.
Did you hear that? She said he wants her to notice.
No, I explicitly heard her tell you she does not like it.
Well, what he heard was, I can't tell. She won't communicate. Yeah.
You know, growing up, you were weird. And now you're just so damn weird.
Sorry. Oh, well.
I can't tell.
I'm hoping to grow them real long, then comb them all the way over.
Oh, man.
Who was it? Was that Van Buren that combed him up?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
They were really bushy.
Marty, the one-man party?
Yeah.
Marty Van Buren?
There's a photograph of me as Van Buren.
Oh, he looks just like him.
It's dead on. It's,
Yeah.
Unfortunately. If you want to look like a president, I think you probably want to look like, what would you say, Kennedy maybe, if you have to.
I want to get crazy Trump hair. I want to get like an orange, like crazy.
Oh.
He's got that sort of that cantilevered flip.
Well, it looks like cotton candy. Who was the coach in the NBA that had that?
Dick Versace.
Yes.
Dick just left us.
Yes, he did. Boy, he had that
Did he
cotton
die?
candy.
Yes,
hair.
sadly.
I didn't even know he was sick.
It's heartfelt. Could we get back to the news desk?
Or the Clinton hair that doesn't move.
Yeah.
It's always just kind of stuck there like a Lego hair.
A glitch at a gas station in Northern California charged customers 69 cents per gallon. KGO TV.
We're news on your side about gas prices.
You know, KGOT would be.
We got you.
We got it. You got this.
Reports the technical error at the Shell gas station in Rancho Cordova went on for about 3 hours,
Beautiful, luxurious.
allowing some drivers to fill up for just $14. One driver said it turned into a circus in a matter of minutes. According to the station, the mistake was caused by a misplaced decimal point on the electronic signs outside the station.
Dave must have been working there.
Dave's
not here, man.
There's no doubt that somebody's brother-in-law was in charge.
So it was supposed to be $6.90 a gallon, and it was 69 cents a gallon?
Yeah, that's the problem with cell phones, though.
Yeah, everybody can
if
tell.
This guy just shut up. Yeah. Hey, the gas is 69 cents. Call a couple of your friends.
Right.
Bring buckets. Now, I know transporting gasoline on an open bucket, probably not a good idea, but under the circumstances.
I've had a 69-cent gas from the gas station before, but it was from a roller dog. I've been on there a little too long.
Oh, yeah, I love those roller dogs. They're from Sharts.
Oh, yeah.
Sharts roller dogs.
If it's a good roller dog, it's a Sharts.
A FedEx gas station owner in Massachusetts has stopped selling gasoline. Mr. Reynold Gladue, who has run...
Nice to meet you.
How do you do?
That's his name. Who has run Wren's mobile service in downtown Amherst for nearly 50 years, drained his tanks earlier this month and has no current plans to refill them. Gladue's actions are a protest of what he considers to be attempts by oil companies to fleece customers with outrageously high prices at the pump. He told the Daily Hampshire Gazette, quote, "I don't want to be a part of it anymore."
Yeah, we get that story in really quick. We can barely reach the keys on the computer, the Daily Hamster. We have trouble getting our stories together.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a little hamster trying. We don't have hamster-sized keysboards.
What's the? It's the Daily. What is it?
Hampshire Gazette.
Hamster, not hamster. Okay.
I thought for sure you said the Daily Hamster.
Chick, if it is the Daily Hamster, can they have coffee and the little things?
That's right. Well, how's it going back there, fellas?
Mr. Gladue acknowledges it is unlikely he'll be able to remain open for long without selling gas. His business will continue, though, to perform oil changes and other repairs.
Oh, he's going to make up for it. He's going to sell movie theater popcorn. That'll make up for that.
Hi, Mark.
You see, hi. Yes, I found that it's actually cheaper to buy a new printer than to buy those cartridges.
That's true.
You're not wrong on that. You can get a printer for like $40 and the cartridge is like 60.
Are crazy cheap. Yeah, but the ink is...
The ink.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
That's like guns are cheap, but bullets are...
What?
Let's not talk about that right now. What did Chick say?
So the guy...
Oh, my God, no!
Well, let's talk to this guy
I was so
about...
hot there for a while.
Let's talk to this guy about those beef jerky prices, okay?
Yeah.
He's just going to make money selling Mountain Dew and beef jerky?
Well, he does. He has an auto repair place, and he does oil changes.
Wasn't that where the gas stations make all their money anyway? Is it the store?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The margins on gas kind of low.
I mean, cigarettes and lottery tickets alone.
There you go.
Must raking in with that, right?
Scooby-Doo's Mystery Machine is available to book on Airbnb. Celebration of the live-action movie's 20th anniversary, Matthew Lillard, who portrayed Shaggy in the franchise, will serve as an Airbnb host. The camper van, which is painted to look like the gang's iconic ride.
What would Matthew Lillard's voicemail sound like, Chick, if you called him up?
Hi, I'm Matthew Lillard. Yes, I'll do it. I didn't think he's been on a bunch of stuff. He was on Bosch, and he was on that movie, that series with Christina Hendricks on NBC. I thought he was doing okay.
It's set up to accommodate 2 fans and offers several details to bring guests back to 2002, including a lava lamp and a Sugar Ray album. Woo! On a portable CD player.
All around the world.
The stay in Southern California will include a virtual greeting from Lillard upon arrival, all-you-can-eat snacks, of course, Scooby-Doo skacks, mystery games galore, and a late-night rewatch of Scooby-Doo.
Oh, so it's only, I thought he was actually going to be there in person.
No, guests will be able to book 3 individual one-night stays, June 24th, 25th, 26th, for $20 a night. Wow.
This is a publicity stunt. They're not.
Of course. The booking will open on June 16th at 1 p.m. So you have a couple days, but there you go.
And Lillard's working a lot, so.
Yeah.
And you were correct, Chick.
That'd be fun to do with the kid, you know? Like,
yeah,
hey, solve a mystery.
If they watch
I've always wanted to solve a mystery.
Did they give you a big Great Dane to tote around?
I don't know if it comes
And
with
am I the only one that thinks that Scooby-Doo ripped off Marmaduke?
You bring it up every time we bring it up.
I think Marmaduke and Clifford, the big red dog. I don't know who came first. Scooby-Doo's kind of a normal size
Marmaduke
dog.
came first.
Is that right?
I would think so, yeah.
I like how in Scooby-Doo, they were just smoking pot the whole time.
Yeah.
Shaggy and Scooby, there's constantly smoke coming out of the van, and no one ever draws any attention to it. They're always eating a bunch of stuff. That's very fun for a kid's cartoon.
And is Velma the one that...
Has the glasses.
Super
She's
hot.
the
That's
short,
the hot
dark-haired one, yeah.
Sexy. Like Daphne's like showy hot, but Velma's like, take those glasses off, sweetheart. Come on.
It's like the Gilligan's Island thing.
She's like the Betty to the...
Right.
Or the Ginger to Marianne.
I'll
Marianne
pretend
to
I can
Ginger.
read for you, baby.
No, let me ask you.
All right, Willie. Calm down.
What would you like to, if they made available, if they made available the house, the Buffalo, was it Buffalo Bill? Buffalo Bob, what was it in Buffalo Bob? Silence of the Lambs.
Oh.
Buffalo Bill.
Would you want to stay in that house for the
God, no. Why would you want to do that?
That's a scary house.
I'll bet people would pay big money to stay.
Well,
Absolutely.
You can go. There are places where you can go and stay in haunted houses.
Remember what,
if that's what you want
Josh
to do.
told us the best place that he went in London was they take you on a tour of where
Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper killed all those, like right at the spot, and this is it,
It's
where
a
they
walking
found the body. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow,
Creepy.
Well, probably not going to find any bloodstains, with all the rain and everything in the last 100+ years.
Sure, there are those who wouldn't appreciate it, I would think.
Go watch some Ghost Adventures. There's a lot of places you can stay that are haunted.
It's out there, Tom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, I want to tell you what's out there for Father's Day.
What?
Well, you know what dads want, don't you?
Steaks.
That's right. They want steaks. Dad does not want a tie, does not want a book.
Yummy.
Dads want steaks. Father's Day, it's practically here. You better act on this right now. OmahaSteaks.com. Type BTS in the search bar and save more than 50% on something that is called the Dads Want Steaks package. What's in it? Well, for $99, limited time offer here. You're going to get smoky tender bacon wrapped filet mignons, gourmet jumbo franks, air chilled boneless chicken breasts, and for dessert, those amazing caramel apple tartlets. All the details are posted, of course, at omahasteaks.com. And a very special gift for our listeners, if you type in BTS in the search bar, you'll get 8 free Omaha Steaks burgers. Seriously, we cooked these last week. They were great.
Do you guys know how much this is? It's 16 entrees and the 8 free Omaha steak burger. It's crazy. That's a lot of meat.
BTS on the search bar, ladies and gentlemen. Send Dad something he's going to like, especially if all those dads, if they live out of town, your brother's a dad, send him a just a nice box of steaks. They come in this big foamy thing.
Maybe you don't want to talk to them. Just order it, and it shows up.
Dad Wants Steaks package is what it's called. 50% off right now. BTS in the search bar for this special offer. 16 entrees, 4 desserts, 8 free Omaha Steaks burgers. The keyword is BTS. OmahaSteaks.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming back with a little history for you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Do you know a dad who's a big Bob and Tom fan? Well, get him a Father's Day gift he'll open every day. A membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
And I'm not stupid. I know there's more to life than just sex. It's just none of those other things feel as good as sex. I mean, I love cookies.
Oh, yeah.
But if I do not have access to cookies, I will not rent a movie and watch 2 other people eat cookies.
Perfect strangers eating cookies. No.
Nothing.
No.
How do you not think about sex? Everything on TV, sex, all the commercials, very beautiful women in all the commercials now. Doesn't even matter what the product is. It's just very sexual.
Mm-hmm.
And then you finally have sex, and it's kind of disappointing.
Mm.
Where's my Sprite, my new car? That's why I think women should have shelves next to their bed filled with prizes, depending on how well you did. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
Like they do at the carnival.
Sure.
They have something to shoot for,
Are you going to take anything on that?
Right. I'm going to go for the Van Halen mirror tonight.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Father's Day coming up this Sunday. Don't panic. We've got you covered. Do you know a dad who's a big Bob and Tom fan? How about giving him total access to the entire Bob and Tom library? Well, get him a Father's Day gift he'll open every day. You heard me. The Bob and Tom VIP membership. All you got to do is check out the link at the top of our website, bobandtom.com. It's that simple, and your dad is taken care of for Father's Day. You will be the favored kid, and you're welcome. Up next, things we learned on the Bob and Tom Show today, as well as a little bit of history on this June 14th with Professor Tom Griswold. That's up next right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom news update. More than 100 million Americans are being warned to stay indoors if possible as a heat wave settles over states stretching through parts of the Gulf Coast to the Great Lakes and all the way east to the Carolinas. A combination of heat advisory, excessive heat warnings, and excessive heat watches will impact 107.5 million people, and record-setting temperatures are expected to last through midweek. St. Louis, Memphis, Minneapolis, Tulsa are just a few of the cities under the warning. Massive floodage ravaged Yellowstone National Park and nearby areas yesterday, washing out roads and bridges, cutting off electricity, and forcing visitors to evacuate parts of the park at the height of the summer tourist season. All entrances to Yellowstone have been closed due to the deluge caused by heavy rains and melting snowpack. Park officials have been leading tourists out of the most severely affected areas. There are no immediate reports of injuries. And thinking about hopping on the cryptocurrency craze? Not so fast. The price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies fell sharply yesterday. This after a big cryptocurrency leader effectively failed and halted all withdrawals from its platform, citing what it called extreme market conditions. The latest collapse of a pillar of the cryptocurrency industry and others before it have erased tens of billions of dollars of investors' assets. It has also spurred urgent calls for the freewheeling industry to be brought under regulation. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God. You can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
For Father's Day, give Dad total access to the entire Bob and Tom library. Give Dad a membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com.
And now an important message from your friends at Frigamall Orthopedic Laboratories.
Hi, Brenda. Ready to go jogging?
Sorry, Christy. I can't. Didn't you notice I'm limping?
What happened? Did you blow a knee out?
Well, my knees do hurt.
What do you mean?
Well, we were on our way home last night, and Bob started feeling romantic, so we pulled down a gravel road. And today, my knees are really killing me.
Girlfriend, I've got just the thing for you. They're called Attagirl knee pads.
With their soft, cushiony padding, you can say goodbye to sore and scraped knees. Attagirl knee pads fit right in your purse, so you can take them anywhere. Perfect for a Friday night date or that important job interview.
Hey, Brenda, how'd it go last night?
Well, my knees feel great. But, do the Attagirl people make lozenges?
You whore.
Attagirl knee pads. Order today, and you'll receive a free head helmet. You'll love wearing this stylish tabletop helmet with its flat, level surface, big enough to hold his beer, remote control, and a magazine.
Attagirl knee pads.
Protective goggles sold separately.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you, though, it's tough because I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor, Gail, very...
Gail?
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and she has a new boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And I found this out. His name is...
Buddy.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Jeff Oskey, the Josh Arnold chair.
Hey, buddy.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Gonna go make us another donut pie? I didn't know if she knew that. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
At the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
What's good?
Wilbur. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
I've got some shows coming up I want to mention real quick.
Yeah, there aren't Jeff and Willie going down somewhere, right?
It looks like, I'm looking at this, Donnie Baker, Willie G, Jeff Oskey, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Saturday, a week from Saturday. It'll be June 25th.
Wow. That's right.
This is pretty cool. At the Embassy Suites. You can check it out, and there are, by the way, there are room packages available. All the info is at eagle1005. Etc. So,
just for a second there, you sounded like you were in a fighter jet. Go ahead, give it again. What was it?
eagle1005.com.
That's right.
That's Jonesboro, Arkansas. Donnie, Willie, and Jeff Oskey. That'll be a great show.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have, let's see, this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, there's a special charity show that we're doing on a Friday night. And then, am I correct in saying that
that's when?
On Saturday night, it's going to be Lexington, Kentucky, with David Brooks, Jeff Oskey, Willie G at the Pivot Brewing Company.
That's right.
That's where they're going down, yeah.
So we got
mouth party.
Gonna be a mouth party.
Big time mouth party.
Hope you like cider.
Not sure what that means.
I know.
Okay, where were we?
Last week, they said, Tom said that they were you guys going down to? And Willie said brilliantly, Dad, don't make it sound like we're in a mouth party.
A mouth party's a thing?
I kind of just riffed it, and I'm really happy I did.
It should be a thing.
Yeah,
it's not.
Do you have your history lesson right?
I do. Well, what day's the day?
Time now for
June 14th.
Today in history, June 14th, 2022.
Well, this is interesting.
What?
1777, the United States Congress adopted for the flag the Stars and Stripes.
That's why today's Flag Day. Forgot to mention that, didn't I?
Do you think that I mean, the Stars and Stripes, great, cool flag.
Right.
Do you think Canada ever sits back and goes, wow, this is embarrassing? A maple leaf? That's the best we could come up with?
Well, but it's their thing.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
The syrup and everything.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, say, can you see the leaf blowing up the tree?
It could be a jug of syrup instead of a maple leaf. How about that? Or a hockey player.
Those would both be cool.
How about who's the "Don't Tread on Me"? Where did that? That's in our history too, right?
Don't tread on me.
And we had
That's
a snake on the flag.
famous pieces of snake.
Yeah. Colonies.
Snake on the flag.
I'm just saying, Stars and Stripes, great flag. Sorry, I think some countries may regret their flag.
Happy Flag Day. I hope you have your flag flying today.
I feel like I'm on the worst right-wing radio show ever. Stars and Stripes is a great flag. That's all I'm telling you.
Maple leaf, not so good.
I'm just saying.
Canada can have their maple leaf.
Keep their syrup.
It just seems to me to be
not red and white.
It just seems to be sort of a little too eco-friendly. And you look up in the sky, you see stars. What do you got in Canada? We got maple trees. Lots of nice. Got some syrup.
Let me tell you something. Canada wouldn't be there without us. I can tell you that right now.
Next week we're doing the maple syrup and the little.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Apparently, that's what we're doing.
okay. Who wants an easy question?
Go ahead.
You want an easy one for you,
Sure.
Christy? I want to know.
Life has been sucked out of us.
This guy. In 1847, this was patented by Robert Bunsen.
The Bunsen burner.
Of course. Very
Yes.
good. I told you it was an easy one.
What about Mrs. Bunsen? I bet she has some Bunsen.
You think she has some Bunsen?
I'm sorry, Miss
Burning?
Bunsen.
Miss Bunsen.
It's in the butt.
There it was.
1953, Elvis graduated from C. Humes High School in Memphis, Tennessee.
C. Humes.
When he got his diploma, he said to the principal,
Yeah, I did.
Well, I think I removed.
Yes, he did.
Where's
I remember what Tom Hanks said says in the movie? We are just two souls looking for experience in the universe or something.
That's
much better with Tom
in the
Hanks.
preview. Okay, let's see. 1968. Oh, this is a good one. This is for you, Ms. Hooker. What band released on this date in 1968 the classic Inagata Davida?
Oh,
The Beatles.
That's a good guess. That's everything else we
feel
talked
sick.
about.
I genuinely feel sick.
I know
nice
this
try.
one.
Inagata Davida.
Christy, do you
Led
hate this
Zeppelin.
song because they're not enunciating?
It's Iron Butterfly.
Iron Butterfly.
The only thing great about that song is if you played the album version, it was 17 and a half minutes or something.
Oh, my gosh.
You go down and have a smoke.
Tomorrow we'll feature a friend of the show, Chaz Elzner, playing the drum solo from Inagata Davida on his throat.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite things.
Yeah.
In 1989, Josh Gabor was arrested after slapping a cop. I wish he'd shot her.
Tom.
You don't slap a police officer.
Let's hear him out. Time now for things
At
we
least
learned.
punched her out.
Brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. At Napa, it comes to serving you. Our motor never quits. From next day delivery to getting involved with local communities. That's Napa know-how. Josh is out with COVID. We're having fun. I don't know if that's the same thought, but...
Happy birthday to Harriet Beecher Stowe, who, of course, developed the storage system. Where you
hence the stow it away.
Stow stuff on boats.
Andrew Wiggins, wiggity, wiggity, whack.
Wiggity, wiggity, whack.
Can you play that again?
Jump. I don't know what happened to it. I think I bumped it out.
Okay.
Canada's own Andrew Wiggins. I mean,
Hey, we don't need Canada. Let me tell you that right now.
Flag.
I have a new...
Did they bury that guy with his pants on backwards?
I have a new jingle. Crisscross? I don't know. I have
That's
a new
a
jingle.
different guy. You're getting your songs mixed up.
With big-time lady singers, this is what you farted for. Chick McGee.
You want that? Okay,
Yes.
here we go.
Chick McGee.
There they are.
This is what you farted for.
Wiggity, wiggity, wiggity. Wiggity. Jump, jump. Wiggity, 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 wiggity. Whack.
These are the backwards pants guys.
Yeah, crisscross. With
That's
PK.
fun.
Okay.
And that's it.
Thank you very much.
And Freshen Up Gum, by the way, not called Cum Gum.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for the clarity.
I knew I forgot something.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Don't know what to give a certain dad for Father's Day? Well, how about a gift he'll open every day? A membership to Bob and Tom VIP. The link to get it is right at the top of our website, bobandtom.com. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
So, Nick, let's start with the basics. Are you a married guy?
No, I just got divorced.
Sorry to hear about that.
It's okay. Lots of people get divorced. Einstein got divorced.
He did?
Yeah, did you know that? Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein?
Oh, so you're dating then?
I guess. You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to say I love you anymore.